Hello, guys. First of all, I want to say one big thanks. I'm so grateful for anyone that is watching my videos, for everyone that is writing comments, that is clicking the subscription button, the like button, that shares my videos. Guys, it's been an absolute blaze for me. I still cannot believe all of the support that I'm getting, all of the positive comments under my video, all of the people that are giving me advices. Guys, this really means a lot, like a lot. You cannot even imagine how big is that for me. So I just wanted to say thank you, for real. It really means a lot. I just want to say I will try to answer and read every comment for as long as I can, because guys, it really means a lot for me when someone is taking from their precious time to click first on my video and afterwards watch it, like it, and even write a comment. For me, this is such a big thing, guys, and I just want to wish everyone, guys, good work on your journeys. Be blessed with everything you are doing, and I'm sure you will succeed as long as you don't quit. I wanna say something about my social medias, because some of the guys watching my stream were asking me, also here in the comments. I have four social medias mainly. First is of course Instagram. So guys, I will put a link to my Instagram below in the description. So you guys, if you want to follow my life closely and to see the things I do besides League, of course League as well, you can follow me there as well. I will leave links to my TikTok and the two streaming platforms that I'm currently using. I use mainly Kick and secondary Twitch. So guys, if you want to watch me play live, give me advices, just spend time with me, with my chat, with the people there. Everyone is so positive. Everyone is giving me so much support, so many advices. Also, I'm very emotional when I play because I really don't like losing. As you probably saw from my previous video, I got really emotional when we won the past two games. So yeah, guys, this is something that I just wanted to share. And now about this video, why is this video so long? Probably this will be one of the longest video ever uploaded on my channel. It's a coaching session. Maybe some of you remember, but under my first video, the best Draven in the world, Dealersz, wrote a comment offering me a guidance till I reach Challenger and even sign to a club. This video will be completely raw, without any edits, without anything, just my pure coaching session with him. And if you want to spend time with him, guys, I can say it's 1000% worth it. I'm not saying that because he's coaching me for free or stuff, or because I want to like promote him. That's not the case. He doesn't even know probably until he watches that. But the thing is, he was so useful. He gave me so many advices. Some of them I knew but I didn't use in game. Some of them I probably didn't even know, although I played the game for 10 to 11 years. Guys, it was absolutely amazing. I can already see the improvements just shortly after the session, and I'm sure that everyone who wants to really improve in the game and is serious about the game, guys, a coaching session with him, trust me, it's worth it. Doesn't matter that he's ADC main, guys, trust me, he knows the game. He's top notch. I will say it again, that's not a promotion, that's just based my experience with him. Everything I said is based on my experience with him. So yeah, I encourage you guys to watch all of the games. There are only two, but they're with Yasuo. They're very interesting. A lot of things to learn, like a lot. And also in the beginning, there is the settings about. So if you ever wondered about any settings in League, this video is for you. This video will help you with so many things that you probably didn't even consider, like I did. So all that is left for me is to say you enjoy and hope to see you again in the next video. So let's move to the coaching session.
Okay, so the recording has started. Uh, so, before we start looking at the games, I want to talk about some things. We're going to go through your op.gg and we're going to talk about um, some important stuff that you should know in your climb. Um, and the first thing I noticed about like the champs and stuff you play is that I don't know if like you are only on this account or if you're sharing your account or if you are playing all of this random stuff. Is this you playing all of this random stuff?
This is me, yeah.
Okay. So that's the first thing that should be like completely out. Because when you are in an elo where you need to learn how to play the game. So before you learn how to play the game, you need to learn how to play a champion first. Which is basically like I see your best champion is probably like Victor.
Yeah.
And that is one champion that you should stick to, right? And then you can also find like another one, and then maybe like a max three, and then you will spam those, and you will learn those, and you will perfect those, and then you will be at a level where even if you are like an emerald player, just because you are so good at Victor, it will still make you climb higher. But if you keep swapping champions, then you're gonna be focusing on actually how to like maneuver the champion and play the champion. And if you keep doing that and you play like 15 champions, you're just limiting yourself so much. So that's the first thing I want to talk about is when you play and you want to climb to master or above, you need to play 3 champions max. So I would think that you should play Victor. I don't know if you like Yasuo. We're gonna see Yasuo VOD here. So I guess that's one champion if you want, and then maybe another one. But for that, it's like maximum 3-4 champions. And if you want to practice, you should go on another account and just play those instead. But for this account, you should just play maximum 3 champions. The other thing I want to talk about is now I usually coach ADC most because I'm ADC player myself, but it also applies to mid laners. Is
Yeah.
that you when you look at op.gg is we take a look at CS numbers
Mm-hmm.
and then devs. Um, like kills are also important, but not as much, and assists are also important, but like it's not that important, you know. Um,
Yes.
so
So
uh,
first of all, I just wanted to say something about Victor. I started playing Victor on this split and on Nordic. I managed to probably pick like Victor number 8 at the server, and I was my best score overall in
yeah,
the whole world for Victor was 92nd place. So I think this is the champion that I will be playing
yeah,
the most now because
exactly.
it's really I hit like 80% win rate till Diamond 2, Diamond 1 in Nordic, but there the guys are 10 times
Yeah,
worse, so
yeah,
it doesn't count, but still.
yeah. No, I do think you're gonna play Victor a lot. But the thing I noticed is that you are dying way too much in your games. Like this number needs to go down. You
Mm-hmm.
see, like when you have great KDAs doesn't really matter that much, but like when you have 7 deaths per game, almost 9 here, here's 5, which is like okay, 4, 5 is good for ADC, 7, 6, 9.5, 10. Like this means that you're just playing the game wrong in a sense where you just kind of fight mindlessly without actually thinking about what's going on in the game, and you will take bad fights and you will die and then you will respawn and then do the same thing. That is also why your CS number are not the greatest. You know, they're actually not so bad on Victor. Like 8 CS, it's not the best. You could get this to 9, even higher. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but in general, you want this number to go higher and this number to go lower, and then you will just naturally climb. You don't even have to do anything else to just like get to diamond at least. You know, like you just need this number to go up and this number to go down, and then you think about what happens in the game. Like, oh, should I fight here? If it risks me dying, then probably not. You know, unless you can get like 4 kills or something. You know, something valuable to win
Yeah.
the game. But mostly it's just like play 2 to 3 champions at most, focus on CS, and then focus on not dying. Those are like the 3 main objectives that we're gonna focus on. And then there's always gonna be like when we talk about the game, I will talk about like positioning and other stuff. But um, I wanna, since like we're probably gonna do like more coaching sessions, I
Yeah,
wanna
of course.
go over like your settings in game. So if you could like, what's it called? If you could,
Sh
uh,
show you
yeah,
just my settings.
yeah. If you could go in game and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So you can go into practice tool, and then you can just like look through the settings.
Yeah. The most there is one setting that I cannot wait to hear your opinion on
Okay.
because most of the settings I think they should be okay, but there is one specific setting you see it in just one moment. Let me just log in the account. And yeah, I'm very excited to hear your opinion on that moment. I can share my Discord screen as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, share your screen. Okay, let me go in the practice tool and I will start the sharing from there.
So some settings are like preference. So basically it's like, okay, it doesn't really matter too much. You can have it either low or high or whatever. But some settings I think are like a must where you need to like, it just simply gives you an advantage, you know? Um,
Yeah, yeah.
for example, one of the things, an example would be the mana things showing under your under your
Can you
abilities.
see now? Yeah, can you see my screen now?
It closed out.
Now?
At, mm, you should share your screen, you know, and not leak,
Yeah,
and I
not
don't
not
think it will bug.
specifically the game. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can't see anything right now.
Uh, Screens. Okay,
Okay, it
like
should
that,
work
right?
now. Yeah. So we can just
Yeah.
go from top to bottom. You could press escape, and we'll look through it. So this is just, yeah, this is whatever, all of this. This is just preference, so if you want to have 6 and Z, that's fine. Personally, I would untick Trinket, that one, yeah, because it allows you to like, if you go buy Trinket now,
Mm-hmm.
so you can go and get a Trinket. It allows you to actually aim where you want to, and that is important if you want to like do wards or you can like do over walls. So this I would use. If you don't want it, then that's fine. But personally, I think this is way better because then you can actually aim exactly where you want. And if you go to a bush, so you can like teleport with Control S, and just find any bush on the map. Oh,
Wait.
maybe your
My
settings
my
are.
settings yeah
Yeah, yeah.
was loaded.
Teleport the cursor. Yeah, and then you can hover the bush, so you can see that the color is different. So now when you go, if you hover the bush instead, you can see that it's green, right? It turns green.
Yeah.
So that's why I like having this on because it allows you to know exactly where you place your ward. So here, that's in the bush, and then you move a bit to the left. That's not in the bush, but it might look like it's in the bush, but it's not, right? So I think that's important personally, but you don't have to use it. But I think you
For
should
sure I
use
will
it.
get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Any
think it's better.
advantage I can take, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
I
move
should
on
use.
to the next one. You can go on abilities summoner spells actually. I want to see. This is not that important for. It's more important for ADCs. But if you scroll all the way down, do you use target champs only?
Yes, on C.
Okay, so you do use it.
Yeah, a
Okay, that's
lot.
good. Yeah, because I would assume you wouldn't use it. Um,
I
but that
mean, I picked Grandmaster in Turkey. I don't know. There, it's so much easier. I mean, I just
yeah
fight, perma fight, not even thinking about the game
yeah
macro wise, and I just, if I'm on a winning streak, I managed to hit 300 LP. But here in the West, I
yeah.
don't
It's a
know.
lot
I feel
harder.
it's a lot harder. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to video. Um, so I would turn off enable screen share. Doesn't give you any advantage, just gives
I
you
don't
like
even know what's that.
yeah, and then you can go lower. Do you want colorblind mode on? Like it's easier with your health bar being yellow?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. These are on default. I have
Yeah,
never
I think
watched
colorblind
a
should
video
be
on
on
them.
then because you will probably it's a bit easier to play when your health bar is like yellow, you know?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you can go down. You can also do hide eye candy, by the way, because that's just useless stuff.
Yeah.
Frame rate cap. Can you reach 240 FPS?
Of course, my PC is very good, but
Yeah,
this is actually the setting I wanted to ask you about, and
yeah,
probably so I'm using movement prediction because it makes my movement smooth. But can you see how I start to teleport when I use
yeah. You shouldn't turn.
240 FPS?
You should turn it off.
All right.
Because this is used when you have high ping and you have 25 ping. This is only used for when you're lagging, you have packet loss, or you have 100 ping. That's when you use movement prediction because it allows you to move like that. But it's only supposed to be when you have high ping and you don't have high
Mhm.
ping. And I used to play on this as well, but then I realized it's just better without because yeah, like you said, your character like teleports and stuff. So now it will feel a bit slower because your character doesn't move instantly, but it's better.
Mhm.
It's better this way.
We need to get used to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I watched a video 3 4 years ago, and they said Faker uses it, and it's really smooth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will need to
But I don't
play.
think he uses it anymore. I don't know.
Probably they have
I don't know, but
7 pings, so probably they don't.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. It's just useless when you have low. So we,
Uh, hotkeys. We
yeah, it was on
okay.
video. I mean, these settings are all accessibility are all like that's what
My
you want, right?
preference.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's preference. Probably I would put on anti-aliasing. Wait, let me. Or I don't know if I have it on. Um, I mean, you like you said you have a good PC, so I would probably put this on. Um, if you had bad PC, I wouldn't, but you do have a good PC, so I
No,
see you.
I have 4070 Ti GPU. I mean,
Yeah,
my PC is great.
yeah, I have the
For sure
same
that.
actually.
Okay,
Usually
so
it's CPU based league, so
I know
usually performance are from CPU.
my CPU is still fine. It's thr- 1360 K i5. I think it's a good
Yeah,
one for
yeah,
league.
it's the Intel one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we can go to sound. So this one is important actually.
Okay. I've never touched anything here. I
Yeah.
mean, so
So
basically I have zero idea.
music volume. Um, okay. So you don't play with pings volume at all.
I mean, I have never ever made anything here. It's just on default, and I probably, when someone calls me, I just stop the sound. It's not like I have any idea of how these settings work, so I'll make them like that, and you can like really
Yeah.
quick explain to me, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean master volume, you should just put it at 50 right now. Just because of like I don't know how high you have your volume on your PC, but you can change this later. Music
Okay.
volume, me personally, I think it's useless, so it should be on 0, but I kinda like sometimes I feel like it would be okay on 10 and 20 just because to have a low and it's like a bit nice, but personally, I think just in general, if you want competitive, it should just be 0.
Okay.
Announcer volume should be like pretty high. I don't know how high, but like it should probably be like around 50, 75 or something because it allows you, it's the, an enemy has been slain, right? So it allows you to be more aware of the game when you're
Ah,
team
okay.
fighting and stuff. So like let's say or something happens, like I've played with this off and I'm like holy shit, I have no awareness. Voice volume should
Damn.
also be a thing because it allows you to listen in team fights what some characters does, and some character
Mm-hmm.
have like different sounds when they use ulti or something, so this one should
Yeah,
also be
this
on.
50, let's say.
Yeah, you can just do 50. I would just put announcer volume on 50 as well.
Okay.
And then sound effects, I would just also put on honestly 50. It's the same like not voice volume, but like the actual
Bills. Yeah.
character like when they use abilities and stuff. And then
Yeah.
pings is probably the most important part because this allows you to be like um, this allows you to be more aware of things. Now, personally, I have a lot of people that say they hate when people ping them and stuff, but I don't think that. I think it should be high because it allows you to have like more awareness. So when you have
Mm-hmm.
pings on low and someone pings on your screen, you won't hear them. But if you have them really on high, like 75 or 100, you will hear the pings are very loudly, and you will be like, "Oh shit, I'm getting ganked" or something. So I would definitely put it at 75 minimum.
Damn. I've never used that. I mean, probably like on 10. or 20, but
No, you
never
need
that
to
high.
start using it because
Oh
it's
yeah.
such a big difference in your awareness. Like you will feel a bit weird now when you're gonna play with these settings, but in the long run it's better. Like I've there's not a single pro out there that has pings on low volume. I can promise you because pings are the most important communication skill in League. Like pings is such a big difference in how you play the game. So you can even see in pro play, even though they are talking to each other. You know, when you look at
Yeah.
pro teams, you can look at their views. They are pinging like crazy everywhere.
Hmm.
So pings are
Yeah.
really important. So you can just press
Okay.
OK now, and then we can move on to interface.
That one.
HUD
This one
scale
is
is fine, cursor scale is fine, shop scale is fine, chat scale is fine. Minimap scale, I would put it to 50. I think 44 is not bad, but I think 50, 55 is just better, honestly. I think, yeah, I would put it at 55. I think that's what I have it on.
for
Objectives
better
planning
awareness.
scale
Yeah.
is 0. That's good. Death risk cap is also 0. Practical scale doesn't matter. We can keep going down. Um, this is all fine. HUD animations doesn't really matter. Um, you can go down. Yeah, this is all fine. I would click all of these.
All of these.
Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, that's all fine. You can press OK and then you can go to game. Mouse speed is all preference. Enable smooth camera, I would put it off because it's a delay between when you actually like it's a bit of a delay because when you have this
Uh,
off, it instantly moves and it instantly stops, and that's how you want it. When you have smooth, it kind of stops in a fading way, so it's just like it's just useless to have that in my opinion. Move camera on revive, I would put off as well. This is useless. Attack auto attack should be off on every single champion. Or actually, I don't know if it's like I know on ADCs it should be off, but I think it should just be off. This means that when you are not doing anything, um,
mhm.
and you're not touching your keyboard or your mouse, and like let's say you play Zed in the middle of the lane and then a character comes by, he will start auto attacking. Um, like um, he will start auto attacking automatically, but that's not what we want when you play usually. And then
Yeah.
everything is fine.
From time to time, it actually bugs my gameplay, but because I used to play Irelia a lot, and my Irelia is also like Irelia, Victor are probably my best champions. I mean,
Yeah.
to be 100% honest, and you know, with Irelia, when you press Q, let's say here, bam, I
Yeah.
press Q, and I don't know if it's in this way, but if I have that on,
Yeah, it
then
kind of auto attacks instantly.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it saves me the click. So
Yeah.
maybe when I play really, I can just turn
Yeah,
that
I
on
mean, honestly,
because I have
it's not
experience
that big
with.
of a deal if you're playing mid lane. I'm just saying, in general, it shouldn't be like Victor shouldn't like randomly. If you're playing mid lane, you shouldn't randomly auto attack. But yeah, like you said, you understand how it works. So if you want, you can always change it like
Yeah.
back. But yeah, we're done with the settings. So you can stop screen sharing, and we will take a look at the games.
Yeah. Uh, let me
Okay,
just
cool.
close that. Okay. Now it's
Which game
the
do you want to
also.
start with? It doesn't
Okay,
matter, right?
so both games there's plenty that I can learn
Yeah.
because first one that I sent you versus Zero, I was absolutely destroying this guy on mid lane. Like I had 50 CS difference, but Fiora, she was very fat, and honestly, macro wise, I didn't know what to do in the most of the game. And I think I could have carried this game because you will see I was very ahead. But
Yeah.
I ended 1-6, so you can imagine.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will try to explain my thought process about the things I do. So you can actually tell me if my thought process is okay or there's something that I need to change. So in this game, basically my game plan was to push as much as possible and try to roam because I can easily get a advantage and prio because versus Zerath it's very easy for Yasuo first to dodge the spell. Second, my mechanics are quite good with
Yeah,
Yasuo. I don't know why. I mean, my movement, you will see, my clicking is. I can say it's really not bad. At least
yeah,
master Eone.
yeah.
But yeah, that was my initial game plan to push the wave as fast as possible and join the skirmishes.
Yeah, we will talk about that. Personally, like, yeah, it's not bad your gameplay. I'm not saying it's like the worst thing because if you do get prio in this lane, which you probably will, you have time to like walk around on the map. So you push these 6 minions that go out, and then you can move
Hmm.
into river, help your jungler and stuff. That's okay. But
Yeah.
completely like roaming bot lane, I would just say is probably not the best with Yasuo because Yasuo is like not a really roaming champion, right?
Hmm.
Obviously he can roam, right? Every single champion in the game can roam, but um, usually it would be to just help your jungler and not like actually commit to a gank bot lane. But we'll see what happens because the most important thing is that you keep your XP high, so you will need to get every single one of these 6 minions that is in the mid lane. Oh, so if you like go and the wave is bad and you go here and then you fight a bit and then you lose a wave under your tower, most of the time that's not worth. So we will see if that happens in this game. Usually you just want to prioritize like getting XP and stuff. Um, Also, just like here, I know this is like normal. I do this as well, even if I'm challenger. It's just a lazy thing. Like make yourself useful even when the game hasn't
Hmm.
really started. Like go here, like do something useful. You know, you can either like
Yes.
here your teammates are standing like pretty good, so this all of this is like already covered, so they can't come from here. So, but they can't come from here. So here I'll just go into this bush, stand here, and get information um, in case they like invade. Because I think it's important to as soon as the game starts, so this timer is 000, you should be like, okay, the game is starting, I'm gonna focus now, I'm gonna do everything to win, because you
Hmm.
know that's what the goal is, right? So before the
Yeah.
game, you don't have to give a fuck, right? You can be lazy and stuff, but in the game, I think you should just like always be ready for like invades and stuff like this, because it would be nice to you were standing in this bush now, and your team could go here safely, and now we're kind of face checking a bit, which is a bit crazy.
No,
But
because
with
Poppy, they were fighting Poppy before, and we knew that they were there.
okay,
And
but
you can see my whole team is moving.
yeah, they are moving, but it could also be a bit still a bit scary because you guys. I mean, first of all, just looking at and seeing what's happening on the map. So Poppy's recalling. This guy is gonna go back to base. How do we know that there's not 5 people in here? So you walk in here, 2 versus 5. They start auto attacking you guys. Will you ever win it? Even though your team is coming, they are. Rumble is 3 seconds away. Kartus is 3 seconds away. So here, just in general, I think it's just bad to face check this because it doesn't do anything for the game. Like you guys are
Yeah.
looking for a fight, but there could be 5 people. Now there only ended up being 2 people, but there could be 5 people. And the problem is when you're inconsistent like this, you another game you're gonna think the same thing. You're gonna
Hmm.
think, oh, my team is coming, but then this guy's recalling, and then they are 5 people here, and then you guys are getting fucking blasted from that. You need to recall, and then you might be late for your lane. You miss XP, something like that happens. Maybe you die even, stuff like this. So like think about what can like the dangers, what can happen,
Hmm.
because I don't think it's like right to just go in there, you know. Like they have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
they might have a Mumu Q, you know, Q for from Lulu slow, all that stuff, and we didn't have the information. We only saw 3 people, right?
Yes.
So we would assume that there's more people. So I don't think face checking here is very good.
Yeah. That's absolutely right. I cannot say anything because that's, that's right. So now my plan is just to try to harass him as much as possible
Yeah,
because I took E, I also got above. So my E is very strong at
yeah,
level 1 if it's stuck. And
yeah.
yeah, basically
That was
that's
good. I think. Oh, your E was cooldown. Okay.
yeah. The thing is if I manage to stack four of my E's and then go
Yeah,
on him, it will deal a lot of damage.
yeah, yeah,
Like for example here and plus let's not forget I have a lot of sustain.
yeah. With fleet and your lifesteal as
Hmm.
well. I mean, this is correct. I would just every time what I would do here is this guy is ready to W, so every time he tries to W, I would like to have a minion in nearby so you can just E onto him every time he Ws. This is for like level 1, so exactly like this.
Yeah.
Um, could maybe probably get an auto on him here, just auto and then out.
Yeah.
Just a small little trade.
It's 60 damage, definitely.
Yeah.
Something that we should have
And
done.
also how Yasuo works is that when you stand here and you E, you will go further, right? You know that, right? And
I
if
mean,
you
I'm
stand,
not playing a lot of Yasuo. I just started now because he's very strong. He's very buffed, and since I play a lot of Irelia the past 3 years, his E and Irelia Q are very close. I mean, like mechanic wise,
yeah,
so it's not that hard for me to.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's the idea behind Yasuo. But since
Yeah,
he's very OP right now, and I really need one AD champ that is very good in this meta, because AD carries, I play a lot of AD carries because it's my second role, but I don't know stuff anything about bot lane. I mean, I just know level 1 cheese and that's it. But I'm fine with my mechanics like kiting and stuff with AD carries. But probably I know they will nerf them in the long
yeah,
term. So I want to have like Irelia, Victor, and let's say one more champion that is top notch because Victor does never get banned,
yeah.
never
Yeah,
like
he's not really like meta pick as well, but I don't think he's
no.
like necessarily like the most horrible champion. I do think that if you actually like end up going like above like 500 LP master, getting close to grandmaster in US and getting challenger and stuff, I think it would be a bit hard to play with Victor because like
Hmm.
usually how meta works right now is that like you just have like these champions in the mid lane. Now it changes a
Yeah,
bit, but usually it was just like ADC, right? Like Corki and
yeah,
stuff. And if you don't play those champs, you kind of just fall behind. That's how kind of like League is. It kind of sucks a bit. Um, but like I said, if you wanna like actually learn Yasuo, you should take a look at this guy. This guy is a Swedish Yasuo player. He's like the best Yasuo on
yeah,
EOS. He's really good. You can copy what he does, like his runes, see what he builds and stuff. That's also something you should do, by the way. That if you wanna like learn how the game works, you should look at someone that is better than you. Like obviously you can't look at me because I don't play Yasuo, but you can look at other people. So I don't know if there's someone that streams Yasuo, or you can just take a look at this guy's replays.
yeah.
You search his account up. I can give you it after, and then you take a look at his replays, and you see what he does, and you compare yourself to him, and he's like, oh wait, he does this, and I don't do this, and then you learn like that. So like learning from other people when you're like at a level is like really important. That's exactly what I do as well. Like even if I'm a challenger player and I swap
Yeah.
and I want to play Yasuo, that's the first thing I will do. I just look at this guy. I'll just look at his replays and try to study exactly what he does. Um,
Mhm. I mean, I have Draven pick like if they pick Sylas or Kassadin, and I just want to play AD range mid, I pick Draven
yeah,
because I really like the champion. Although I have no idea how the axes work,
yeah, he's
I
pretty strong.
always complain versus Sylas versus Kassadin, maybe even Katarina. I always complain. I mean, if I'm not getting ganked, I will be probably 50 CS ahead. No
Yeah,
matter if it's Emerald or Diamond or maybe till Master. If I'm not ganked, I will probably stomp the lane with Draven. I mean, I have that as a pocket pick, but probably I won't be playing him a lot because it's not really a mid lane champion.
yeah,
So that's why I didn't play games to show you replays. Because I mean, you probably could have given me a lot of very good tips, but since I won't be playing him long term because it's a very one trick orientated champion, it's not that easy just to play it from time to time.
yeah.
That's why,
Let's focus on the game. Um,
yeah.
So here, like we said a bit before, I think you can get in a bit more trades. I think you're a bit scared to like he only has W, so I would not E max range. I would just go closer to the minion and then try to E from this range and then go closer to him,
Hmm.
do an auto in and then E out if there's more
Yeah,
minions coming in. Because like I said before, we could get an auto in. Here's the same thing. You can threaten to be close. So if he wants to come in, like you have more sustain than him. Like here, if you just did it a bit better, you could stay closer, E in, auto him once, E out.
yeah,
That's how you like trade with Yasuo. And then when you have Q, you will do the same thing. So it will it will be a bit different now when he stands far away, and also when he gets level 2 or 3, then you can't just E in because he will just E on you, right?
yeah.
Um, you know what I think about this ward? If you want a ward, this ward right here is super good for mid lane because it shows you
Hmm.
where the jungler is. So no matter what, if the jungler is starting red, goes to Raptors and then goes to blue, you know that he started red, so he's gonna pat this way. And if you know the other way around as well, if he starts blue, you go ward like this on Raptors, then you will look at him and you will see his CS, you will see if he has blue buff, you will know where he started. So instead of warding over here, I don't think this ward is bad, but I think this one is better. It allows you to get more information because this one you can even place earlier. Before the lane even starts, you can place this one. In high elo, they will clear this ward with Oracle because it's so valuable. But I wouldn't ward this because I don't think it gives that more information. Like let's say their jungle is going like this, going here, going here, going here, and then they walk bot lane. They're not even gonna see your ward, right?
Yeah.
So in general, I think this ward is just like it doesn't really do much. If you want a ward, then you should just ward the buff. Because this ward, it only shows if the jungler is coming here, but it's unlikely that the jungler will come here. It's more likely that he will just full clear and maybe walk bot lane in the tri-bush. And now it might be a possibility that he will walk there, but in general it's just better to walk. Here you should punish him. He's level 2, he hits 1 ability, 2 abilities. Look how close he's going. This Xerath is really bad. He Qs you and then he walks into you after he just uses his ability. So here, this is your window to go on him. So you shouldn't be focusing on the minions right now. You should be focusing on him to go on him. So he's in range if you just click on him right now.
Yeah.
So this should be punishable. You can actually get probably like half his health. Like if you E him, you auto, you Q, you keep autoing, and then he will run away eventually. But you can like definitely get 200 damage on him here. And I think this is just not paying attention. Like yeah, you want to stack your E and stuff, but just in general, how he was walking up, it's definitely like a free trade.
Yeah, I missed it. He didn't have health.
Also, since you already you don't have stacks on E anymore, I would just Q this minion instead because it allows you to get your second Q and then you have third Q ready to threaten a bit. So you can Q this and then you can walk up and you can threaten to hit the third Q, right? It's just better to E or better than to E this minion because this E doesn't do anything. And now your Q runs out, so you don't have third Q, and now you don't have pressure.
Yes. It's so much better. Someone telling me really these kind of things because I will focus on them the next game when I
Yeah.
play. So thank you so much. I didn't imagine it was I made so many mistakes because from my point of view I was ahead of CS always perma prior, but now I can see how many simple mistakes I made that probably I could have already killed him.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter. Like you can look at an Iron player, and the Iron player could be 30 CS ahead, and then you can think, oh well, he plays good. Well, no, obviously not, because usually it's just the other opponent playing bad as well. So
Yeah,
like League is not a game where, like League should be a game where you are trying to improve yourself to the absolute maximum limit of how it's even humanly possible to play League. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be to just beat this Xerath just because he's Emerald. Like you want to think that this is fucking Faker and you want to beat him, right? So then you need to
yeah,
do all these things correctly because the more high elo you come, the less opportunities you will get, and like that's why I'm
yes,
trying to get you to read these things that are happening. For example, when you QW, you want to go on him and punish him because this is not going to happen in elo. That Xerath will never click like that, and we need to punish it and look for those things. And it's just about game understanding. And this, I know that you have like you're not um like it's not like you have like slow reactions, right? Like you played this game, and so this like Q here, you don't need to W after.
mm-hmm.
Uh, you can actually just wait for him to E and then you can W and then you will block it. So stuff like this, now you don't have wind wall, and that allows Xerath to actually throw his E, which he hits you later, and that's just like
Yeah,
could be avoided, and then he hits W. Um, and yeah.
yeah, yeah. That was kind of prediction wise, but yeah, I'm still rusty
Yeah,
with
but
yasuo, but
you're not supposed to predict it.
mm-hmm.
Because why would you predict it when you can guarantee that you will have the reactions for it? Because that is not a fast reaction. This guy has he has an animation when he throws his E. It's pretty similar to his auto, right? And then he would come kind of slow. It's not Malphite ulti, you know? It's kind of slow projectile. And Yasuo also works in a way where if it's super super close to you and he just presses W, the W would just block it anyways, right? Because it just comes out so fast. So in that sense, where you're thinking like, oh, it should be used as a prediction, it doesn't make sense that it should be used as a prediction because you can already guarantee just to hold it, and then when he throws his E, you can throw your W. So in that sense, it doesn't make sense, but I understand what you mean. But in this situation, it should just be better to hold it instead.
Yeah. You're absolutely correct. I mean, I'm sure I have enough of good reactions to,
Yeah.
to simply press the wall. Yeah.
Could we recall here? Let's see. So you have a big crash.
Yeah.
Because usually when you crash a wave, so this is like 2 waves almost, this guy will take some time to last hit them. That means that you have a bigger timer to recall or to do something else. Because it just, I was just thinking that you could probably recall here simply because there's nothing to do. So here 3 and 11, you could click back. Let's say you go here. So 3, 12, you start recalling or something. And then now from 3, so we said 311, right? So now it's almost been, like here it's been 20 seconds, so you would be in base now, you'd be probably around here. Xerath, if you realized, I mean, if this was kind of mini wave, I would 100% tell you to recall, because then it would just be, like, it would just be fast recall for tempo. But here, if he's good enough, I think he could push it fast enough. So it would be a bit risky to recall. You might lose like 1 or 2 minions, but I still think it's the right call because you would just have item advantage, right? And also, like you said, like I said before, the ward that you place, don't place this ward anymore, because it would really be nice to like play on one side. I mean, I guess you could play on this side, but it's just more natural to play on this side with having a ward here or here on Raptors to actually know where Amumu is, so you can track him. Because I don't think we've seen Amumu. I didn't really pay attention to where he is. But we're stepping up with mid lane, not that much HP. Um, he could kind of just like walk in and potentially get us like get us to use flash and stuff. So same thing here. Like obviously you're not used to Yasuo, but you really need to like, you know, like you can see that he's winding up his auto, and that means that he's just autoing you. He's not throwing, and it's not worth to E. I mean, now you just had passive, so maybe it would be worth, but just in general, it's not worth. I don't know if you can block Amumu Qs. I can't remember if you can, but it would be really. Yeah, I think you can as well. I think it would be really important for us to have it in this matchup. If Amumu comes, and then you can play super aggressive already. So that's a good trade. This is exactly how you want to play Yasuo. You just want to like weave in, go in with E, do Q, and then go out. This is like exactly how you would trade with this champion. Here you can go in again, and then you can like click around a bit and then press Q. Nice, you hit the Q as well. Now, this all changed now, what I said. So you do have a good timer to recall here, but as we can see, he's quite low HP. He's like 300 HP, and you have 500 more HP than him. You have more sustain. You have passive, all this stuff. In this case, I would just keep on pressuring him like you do. So I think you would just stay here, and like you said, like you fist
I
him.
won't kill him. I won't kill him on level 6 timer. So you can fast forward to maybe next wave. I kill him again. I'm very bad wall. I killed him because I decided to stay, because as you can see I'm full HP. I have pot. Even if Amumu comes, I will probably
exactly.
be able
Even if Amumu
to
comes, you're not gonna like die, right?
Yeah.
So that's correct.
I mean the reset timers are
nice.
here. I kill him. Yeah. Unfortunately,
Nice.
that's my only kill. So here you can pause just for a bit when I kill him. It doesn't matter the kill. It's nothing special. You can see. I don't know if I pressed up, but you can see how big of a lead I have and my team. And from here a lot of mistakes made by me. So I really,
Okay, let's see if you can see this mistake though. This is probably hard for you to see, but there is a small mistake here that's happening. This was clean though. I like this. You kill the minion. I don't know if you either reacted to or you planned to get level 6,
I
but
want
both of it
yasuo.
is really good. So here you press Q, you level up your ability really fast, you click in, you Q him. But here's the mistake. What is the mistake here?
The wolf.
Nope, something else.
Ah, that I pressed E before he flashes.
No,
The combo.
no.
Honestly, I cannot see.
Okay, so you are under tower here, and
Yeah.
you're since you're knocking him up, his character base will be like this, and your cursor is like on him, right? But his
Yeah.
actual hitbox is like on his. It's like actually here because this is where he actually stands, and then he gets knocked up. But as you can see, you keep clicking the tower because you want to click him, and your tower is hovering. You're hovering the tower right now.
I
So
see. I didn't press the
yeah,
only
exactly.
target
So
champ.
in this case, you can press target champs only because here you keep clicking the tower, and it kind of like you just kind of swap between him and the tower all the time because
Yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
in you see it. So it would just be easier to press the thing, right? And then we can kill him because here you get the. I don't know. Did you get an auto? Because I think you should get an auto. I don't know if you did.
Let me see.
No, you don't get an auto. So here it's.
Yes.
This is yeah. You hit the tower actually. You did 75
Damn.
damage to
Yeah,
the tower.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So this is bad because now you E, he would be dead because you did 75 damage, and this is one auto would be enough to kill him, right? So
Yeah.
you would E, you would auto and then E, and he's dead, and then you wouldn't need to flash yourself. And not having a flash yourself is like big, him flashing and you still having flash is so big for the game, right? Um, so that's just one thing. Like here we could press target champs only just mechanic wise and not
Yeah,
having
yeah.
to flash, but this is still like a really big lead and a good kill.
And from here the mistakes
This is
started.
bad.
My TP.
Yeah, because why is it bad? Because this wave is pushing into you. They just
Yeah.
killed a Mumu, so you don't need to be on the map right now. This wave, when it's pushing into you, it means that even if you don't do anything, it will end up at your tower right now. So this is
Yeah,
how
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
this is how we want the reset. This is how we play League every single time. Every single decision we make is based on how the minions are. If it was the other way around, so let's say that he killed you and then your minions was pushing into him, you would have to actually TP because then you lose too much. But now you're not gonna lose much, and this TP doesn't do anything. You don't you don't get anything from this. Like you might get like one or two minions, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
still,
yeah.
it would just be like it's just better to like let it push into you and then actually save TP for something later on. So you would be walking to lane right now instead, and he also TPs. I guess it's fine now since he also TPs, but in general, I would just think it's better. Actually, he would still be TPing because if he doesn't, then he just loses out on the wave since it's pushing towards you. But I wouldn't TP here.
I mean, I see from time to time I'm making a very good decisions with the TP, but from time to time I'm making TP like that. I
Yeah.
think if I remember correctly, my mindset was, what if there's a skirmish on
Yeah,
wave? I
but
wanna join.
your
That was
mindset is wrong because you're literally like looking like you this is the thing. You need to look first to see what's happening. So you don't do
yeah.
that because you TP first. Your first intuition is you TP first. So here, buy your items. Click click right like just click out of the base, just click in the lane, and then you see, okay, what is going on. You take a look here. Is Amumu full HP? Is Amumu low HP? Are they collapsing? Where are they going? Right, you need to take a look at the information first, because now we look and now we can just see that the TP is just horrible because there's nothing to gain anymore. This guy just died. Amumu's dead. You TP, you don't gain anything. You would gain like maybe 2 or 3 minions, but in my opinion, I think having TP is worth instead of that. So you always need to look first before you do something. It's the same thing when you're like walking to fights and stuff. You don't walk to fights first and then look. You look first to see if it's even worth going there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I totally agree. Yes.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can walk here since the minions are on their tower. Also, so I think your minion wave management could be a bit better because these minions, you don't have to kill them because the wave is on his side, and this guy Xerath is happy if the wave is here, right?
Yeah.
So when the wave is here, this means bad usually. It means that we can either fix it by killing it fast, but then it has to crash, and then it pushes back, and then we can either freeze or do whatever with that. But I'm just saying now, with your current advantage, you could probably just win the game alone by not letting Xerath play. So in this scenario, what I would do, we can see the minions coming in here, and they're symmetrical, right? So it's the same thing on the other side. So I would not kill these minions. I would instead just last it. When the other minions come in, I would kill them fast instead, because then you have a bigger timer to actually roam and do what you want. Because here, you kill them fast, and then, I don't know if it crashes properly. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't crash properly, so there could be 3 minions here not being in tower range. I mean, Xerath might just clear them still, but it would just be nicer to have that, and then um, to build up a freeze or something, because like Xerath is just like, look at this wave stat is bad because you can't even walk up here. You can't farm these minions, right? You can farm these minions, but you can't farm these. And during this time, like 20 seconds when these minions are here, or 15 seconds when they're fighting and stuff, you could be using that to do something else. And like I said before, you just last hit these minions, let the other minions come in, you kill them fast, and then you have a bigger timer to roam. Because I don't like when the minions end up like this. It should be opposite. It should be like this on your side, and then Xerath can't play the game because you have all of the lane to kill him. So here, you don't want the wave to end up like this. This is bad. So here, in general, think wave like this. On enemy side, it's bad. Wave on your side, mostly good.
Yeah. I mean, I know that I just didn't put in use in this situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see how 10 times better if I crash this, because he cannot freeze him, and yeah,
because you're not really. I mean, I guess now you're pushing. I don't know where Xerath. Why did he just leave? Okay. Yeah. No, because I was just confused as to, because like you can push your leads, and in this matchup he has long range, so like and you can't tower dive him because you're Yasuo, right? Even if you hit a Q, third Q, and he's full HP, you're not gonna kill him. So if you just keep pushing, you actually just gain him minions. So in this matchup, I would just rather set up a freeze instead. So in this case, when minions come in like this, just don't do anything. Like now he's AFK, right? So you might as well, but you didn't know that he was AFK. I'm just saying in general, like you need to have a game plan on how you play with the minions. Because I feel like you're just mindlessly pushing and not thinking about how you can actually push your advantage. Because if Xerath is here now, I don't think you can hit this tower. He will press W, Q the minions instantly. He'll just kill these 3. I mean, he can press Q from here, hit all of the minions, W this, and then he clears the minions in like one rotation, right? So in this matchup, I would probably want to set up a freeze.
Here is, I see my mistake, and you will probably agree. I told you about my plan at minute 1, but because I gained a lead that I didn't expect, I didn't change my plan, but kept the same plan, and this is my mistake. I think you can understand me, probably me explaining it that way. But my plan was to perma push since minute 1, but I took a huge lead, so I could have just tried to get the wave pushed towards me, because I know how to manipulate. I know how to make him poke me and poke the minions at the same time, so the wave can push towards me, and then
exactly. So no, I agree, but now it wasn't really bad because you actually did end up like plates and stuff, and you still denied him because he was AFK for a while. So I mean, you did you did end up getting plates, so it's not so bad. But yeah, like I said, in general, it would be nice to like set up. But like this game still looks like so like winnable. Like this looks like a really, 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 really solid game. Like you're 1-0, you have 85, you have 10 CS per minute already at 9 minutes. You're farming here. I would go place a ward in the bush here, just to see if Amumu comes. Well, now he's bot lane, so maybe the ward is not useful anymore.
I don't know, he was like probably talking on the phone or doing some stuff for 1 to 3 minutes, and so I tried to take the tower.
But here, like, you've been playing really solid. Like you've been playing really solid, so you really have to like int to make this game like look really bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to really make big mistakes for this game to go wrong, right? Because you said you
Yeah.
died 6 times, so that's probably what's gonna happen, right? Because you do get plates, you have so much gold. Here I would just probably recall. I mean, I guess if you save K, you can even kill more, but yeah. So this is what I said. So in this case, you need to actually take a look and see what's happening on the map and what's going on. So you you have 2,400 gold in your in your inventory, right? Or your gold.
Yeah.
So and Fiora just took the first blood tower. So now we don't need to stay for this because we already know that by 4 minutes we're gonna recall, come back to lane. We're gonna have so much items. We can kill this tower later anyways. So you staying here is just bad tempo play because if there's a fight that breaks out, you're sitting on 2,500 gold. And you're not going to be as useful if you would have just killed these 3 minions, clicked back, recalled, get an item, and then do the same thing. So here you just need to recall in this case and realize, okay, I have so much items, I don't need first blood tower because it's already gone. If this tower was still standing, I could think that okay, it's worth to risk my tempo just to get the tower because it's a um, it's like worth in the long run, right?
Yeah.
You can block that.
I was saving it for Zera. That was my mind thought. But yeah, because I was really confident they won't kill me. Because you see how I eat
Yeah, but
after
you're confident and you still lose the fight. So
uh,
like you're not gonna kill this guy without items. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like if you have items here, you can fight. So your thought process is wrong simply because you say that you're gonna save it for Xerath, but then you still keep running and then you flash. So it's like, why would you do that if like I think you're just overestimating that you can actually 2v1 them, but the right call for me would just be to run here because you simply don't have items and you can't kill him. If you can kill Amumu without dying to Xerath, then I can agree what you said. You want him to go in and then you can start fighting him. Xerath goes on to you, you E and then you kill Amumu, but it doesn't make sense to like say, oh, I want to wait for Xerath to go on me and then run away still. Because then you should have just W'd right now and then run away.
This is probably a little bit. I don't know the limitations of the champion yet. I
Yeah,
mean, I
but
don't know how strong am I.
yeah, exactly. And I can already tell that you're not going to win this simply because you don't have items.
Yeah.
You have a lead, but you haven't bought your items yet. So, like,
Basically, this lead is not.
I mean, the flash was good, right? Yeah.
The main
Okay.
problem started when Fiora. Yeah, I think I survived. I don't know how.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all of this is like literally trolling, by the way, because like you played the lane so good. You played through minions. You got plates. You did everything correctly. From this point on, this was fine. Like this was still bad, but it's like okay, you survive. What do we need to do here? You have a low HP tower mid lane. Does this crab matter? It doesn't. This crab is useless. It doesn't matter if a Amumu gets it for the game. What matters if you go back to mid, you kill the minions, you get extra plate, you get the tower, you get extra gold for you after you've recalled. That's what matters. This you are wasting so much time on this crab that doesn't matter for the game. And yeah, it feels nice to deny the Amumu to get it, but look how fucking long you're taking to kill this. And also, what I talked about before the game even started, um, when the minions are going like this, if Xerath clears this, you need to be back by the tower when the minions are hitting the tower, or you're playing League of Legends wrong. This is why people are like lower elos, because in high elo people will always catch the waves, and then after the waves you make play. So every single time it should be you have a timer now, right? So let's see when your timer is out. Your timer is starting to go out now because you need to catch these minions in the mid lane. So here your timer is out, like already, it was already, like you need to catch these minions. If your thought is here to go and fight, now this is wrong in League of Legends, this is not how you play. Always focus on the minions first and then you can move. Minions are the main objective, XP and minions are the main objective, and then everything else like roaming and fighting like this is just a luxury, right? So you need to get that through, that's how it should be playing. Because here, like it's so sad because if you just did what I would do from this point here where you like here, you just recall, you go back to lane, you have like an item or whatever, I don't know what you buy on Yasuo, maybe like blade or something, but you would have way more items. And then this happens again. You would literally kill them, by the way. Like, you would kill this guy. Because you would have way more items, but now you're fighting with 2,600 gold. We lose a mid wave. Even if you survive here, it's still bad, simply because of... maybe he dies? Yeah, it's still bad because you just end up losing your HP. And now you need to recall, and what happens? You lose another wave, simply because of you not being there. So this is the start of like... this is where it's going bad, right?
Yeah. From here, the mistakes start happen. As you can see, they also turned the kills in their favor. So
Yeah.
we lost our main.
But this is all already like a bad thing. This is the same concept again. So here, it's like the game is still fine, even though we lost 2 waves and the mistakes were made.
From here,
Yeah. Like, she's just way too strong. And you're just fighting. Like, this is the reason why we're losing games. Because here, in this scenario, I would literally just ping back. Because you guys are not winning this fight. Just go take the mid wave instead. Go take the wave, take the mid wave. Take the wave and then the tower. That's what I would do here. Because this is like, she's just fucking baiting. She's 5 and 2. She has 1.5 items. Like, she is super strong. And we can see that when we press tab, right? And maybe it still looks like winnable, you know, like maybe she hits Q or Poppy hits E into the wall or something. But
Yeah. That was what I was expecting.
yeah, and I was too, but I can see that it's not happening because Fiora has W and this just looks like a lost fight. Like, Fiora is really strong versus Yasuo. And like, she just gets one shot, you know?
Yeah, I should have just went through the wave and let him even.
Yeah, because this is like a really, really bad impactful death. This right here. This will lose us the game. Like, this lost us so much. You should be 130 CS now with first blood tower, and you would have literally your full item, and then you can play the game because you would be so much stronger. And now we're just getting fisted. So this is how League works. Like, it's just similar to chess. Like, you can play the game perfectly for 10 minutes. You make one small misstep, and the game is just like so much harder. And every game is not gonna be like this, right? This is just one of those games where it's like hard to win simply because of the enemy, how they're already playing. Oh, that sucks. You don't get the kill. Okay, nice. We got our... I would just recall here. Yeah, you have your item. Perfect. Why are you so eager to buy pink wards?
I don't know, you know, mid lane coaches and stuff where I was watching before, they always say buy vision, buy vision.
Yeah, but
So I
they're
always,
retarded. Look, even the best coach in the world, you know LS coach?
yeah, I know, of
Yeah.
course I know.
He doesn't buy pink wards. You know why? Because first of all, you're playing in an elo where they are not using the pink wards like super good, you know? Like, obviously
Yeah.
it's not like bronze, right? But it's still like low enough elo that you're kind of just buying the pink ward for yourself. And that's fine, right? You might help a bit with on the map and stuff, but in general, I saw you buy one before and you bought one here and then you buy another one, and it's like, I don't know how many you buy in your games. So like, if we take a look, where can you see pink wards? I can't remember.
Honestly, I don't know, but I can tell you at least 5 per game.
5 per
At
game is
least 5.
absolutely crazy.
At least 5, yeah.
That
On
is
average 5.
350 gold, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Like it's exactly 350 gold.
Yeah, like,
Even a little bit more.
yeah, 375, right? Or I don't know. But
Yeah.
that is absolutely crazy. You need to stop doing that. That is so bad. It doesn't do anything for you. Like, you can buy 1 or 2 maximum, but you're just wasting your gold. Because here I would just buy a fucking dagger. Like, what the fuck is an extra pink ward gonna do? It's not that useful as you think, I promise. It's just a myth in League that vision is like, oh yeah, it's really good. It's only good if you can actually use it, and people do use it above like 500 LP when you go to Grandmaster and Challenger. That's when it's fucking useful. That's when you can start doing this. Even 5 in Challenger is way too crazy. You cannot buy 5 every game. It should be 1 or 2 maximum.
Okay.
You need to buy your items. That's how you win.
Yeah, I was always.
I can even tell you that. Does this guy kill you? Holy fuck, he's strong.
I didn't expect that damage.
Yeah, but you're spacing bad here as well.
I agree.
Like, here we understand that Fiora is stronger than us, right? So here, I would just click over here, max range Q this minion, so Fiora doesn't come into our range and she can kill us. So you're just clicking way too forward here, and now she can come in and fucking one-shot us. So that was just bad spacing, and I guess she just kills you, yeah. But this Fiora is like fisting everyone, so...
Yeah. But we get such a big lead and everything started going fail. So that's why I knew this game I would learn so many things.
Yeah. It's just the biggest mistake right now is just that you're not playing as you should play in the sense of like with the minions and stuff. Like you are fighting mindlessly. You need to always look at the minions first, take the minions first, and then you have a timer. That during that timer, that's when you can fight. And also like small things like okay, maybe we don't have to walk into the Fiora and stuff. But like I said, like for example, like you place this ward. Okay, you get 5 gold. Is this ward ever gonna be useful for the game? I really don't think so. So buying pink wards is another thing. Um, this game is just really hard right now. It's really, really hard to win this game simply because of how it worked out. Like Fiora is just fisting everyone because we gave her like gold over here. She already fisted top and then we died here and then we died mid. So our 2 deaths has been really, really bad and could be avoided. So it's exactly what I talked about before. The only thing we need to focus on is not dying as much, getting this number low and this number high. It's simply just how we avoid these mistakes and the game would be a lot easier. Here you're just
Yeah, I don't know why I tanked the tower.
you don't need to do this. You need to look and see what's going on here. My Rumble, I can even see this without looking because you can see Rumble here. He has full HP. Yeah, he uses his abilities right now with the Fury going up. You don't need to start tanking the tower. You don't need to. He's dead already. If he doesn't die, Rumble will kill him. If he tries to run, Rumble will kill him. If he stays, you get a free kill. You don't need to start tanking the tower here.
Yeah. I honestly I remember that so well. I didn't see that I started to tank the tower and it was too late and I died
It
so
wasn't too late.
quickly.
You can literally walk out here. Why is
I
it
know,
too
but
late?
I didn't see. I was focusing on Zerat, not on my HP and not on the tower. This is, I
Okay.
remember it so clearly. So yeah.
Okay, makes sense. But here you can still survive. By the way, you literally don't. You just E and then you run out, and you
Yeah.
can maybe survive because, like, you getting this kill doesn't matter. You surviving is what matters. And here, please do not flash when you're already dead. This is so obvious that you're still gonna die from this. So you need to make sure to save your flashes in actual useful spots because in this game your flash will actually matter because you can do something fancy with it. You can maybe stack 3 Qs, flash onto backline, Q them, get a 3-man knock-up and ulti, and then that will change the game. But you flashing like this, even if you survived, wouldn't even be worth because you know your flash is way more valuable than this. But yeah, Fiora is just completely fisting the game.
I don't know what to do after the mistakes I made.
Yeah, exactly. No, and that's what League is. Like it's the same thing, like I said before, after the mistakes, it's just like what the fuck do I do? But it's just like fix the mistake before. Don't do the mistake in the next game, you know? Because I can already tell you right now that even if you are the best Yasuo in the world from this current position, it's gonna be a really, really, really hard game, right? It's just how the nature of League. Sometimes it is like you can die once and the game is over. Um, so just looking at this, it's like pointless. I feel like all of this is already we've already made the mistakes these games, and now we're just like playing. You know, like it's an unplayable game basically. The only thing we can do right now is literally just the same thing as we did before. Try to farm as much as possible and try to pick up kills. Like for example, try to go here, maybe kill this guy. This guy should be, if he stays in the mini wave, he should be dead.
Here, I panicked with the W and
Yeah.
managed to even.
I mean, this W is at least like acceptable because he is super close to you and it's hard to react that way. But here, I've seen you do this many times. You should just lock your camera, or maybe not lock it, but like move it up, because like it's a bit awkward to see this, right? Like you don't even see Serath here. Like
Yeah.
this information is useless. What you see
I
here, so you
agree.
need to move your camera up and see what the fuck Serath is doing because he can just E you now and you won't know because you don't see it, right? I don't think this W is necessarily bad because you think that he will E you, and if he doesn't and you go on him, you won't have enough time to react. So I wouldn't say it's like super bad. You were just trying to like, you know.
I don't kill him.
Don't you E him here? Right, let's see.
He's lost man here on the way.
Yeah, it's so fucking close. Now we just need to run. Yeah.
Basically, we can no longer kill Fiora. She has 4 or 5 items.
Yeah.
I think she had 4.
Yeah, that's why I'm just skipping through this because it's.
Yeah, basically it's
Oh, yeah,
pointless.
I mean, this guy's fucking good. Holy shit, he's
Probably
clean with it.
He was boosting probably because
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look bad at all. He
I
actually
mean,
looks
come
like
on.
pretty good, so. And Fiora is also one of those guys. But yeah, I think we will just move on to the next game because we already
yeah.
made our mistakes and now we're just like, even if I was playing in this game and I was the best Yasuo in the world, I would just lose as well, right? It's
Yeah.
just how the nature of the game is. But like I said, played pretty decent early game. You did some small mistakes, but it was still decent. Like all of this was pretty clean. You know, you leveled up, you ulted
Yeah.
and stuff. But you need to think more when you play. So this is where all went to fucking shit when you started hitting this fucking crab over here. Or maybe it was after. Oh no, it
The
wasn't
next
this.
one.
Yeah,
The
it's the
next
next
one.
one, yeah. Yeah, like here. Like here, think about your
Yeah.
tempo. I have a lot of gold, recall. Don't take mindlessly fights like this. Think about your XP in the mid lane instead. Here, just mindlessly fighting all of this. You were even like not even paying attention to what's like really going on as well. You know, like they are moving before you. How you are ending up like 1v4 here is like, you know, it shouldn't happen.
Mm,
And then this kill here is like
in this
the
death.
first death is like this is what caused the game. Imagine if Fiora doesn't get this, you know what I'm saying? Like if she doesn't get this kill, she's still gonna be 5 kills, but now she's 6, and now she might hit a better power spike, and then she just snowballs. So
Yeah, she
everything
got
in
late.
league you do matters. Like I've
Yeah.
had games where I've died once early, and then I played the game completely perfect, but we end up losing it. Why? Because I ended up giving 1 kill to the Kiana in the early game, in level 1 invade or something, and then she just turns into the insane most monster with 17 kills. You know, so
Yeah.
just think about like everything in league, like matters what you do. So.
Yeah. Damn. Just one mistake.
Yeah, no,
But
it's really like this in this game. It's not gonna be like that. Some games you can die 5 times. It's not gonna matter because of the champions that you're playing against or your team is better and stuff. But in this game, it was a really hard game. I'm not gonna blame you for like, you know, like I think you would still lose that, even if you were
mm,
playing like really good.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe if we killed Fiora on my first date, she wouldn't have Trinity, and
Exactly.
maybe yeah. This game here is more interesting. I end up winning it, but here I was like 1-5 or something like that, and after that I came back. But the thing from this game is I made so many mistakes early game. Afterwards, later I think I did better because we managed to turn the game. But this game was looking really unwinnable, and we managed to turn the game.
Hmm.
So this is something that I think I can learn a lot. First of all, I can see Yasuo is not very good into their team because they have Jax
Yeah,
and Viego.
Jax into Yasuo is really hard.
Mm.
But you do have knockups with Nautilus ulti and stuff, so I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's like too
that's
bad.
why I got. Yeah, that's why I picked Yasuo as well. And also the Briar has a knock. So
Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, I was gonna say, early game this was like pretty clean trading. Like here, this was, or no, wait, here, like this was clean. This I like this, but we need to keep in mind that she might have Q or Charm here. So even I think this Charm it doesn't do that much. Like I still think this trade is worth for you because you do have more sustain than her, right?
yeah,
Um, but I mean, we could avoid maybe these autos, for example, like after this Q, she does one auto, and then you should just E and you should just click away, because I don't want her to auto you one more time. So her get, or I guess she would get it anyways. But like, for example, I mean, this auto could be avoided as well if we just click the back a bit better. I'm just trying to make you sure that like you need to be a bit careful when you like E in, you know. She E's that minion, which is really bad. So for example, this trade was a bit crazy to go for because she just pressed Q. Now you get level 2, but you are just so exposed to her E now, right?
Yeah.
So this is like a bad E because you just expose yourself. She, even if she's bronze, she will hit this because you're just stuck in animation and you can't dodge this E now. It's impossible. So you can't
Yes.
put yourself in a position where you get where you get E like this, because I think this trade is pretty bad to take. Yeah, we take so much HP. And you also need to respect when you like need to click back. Like you're staying here, you're not respecting that she's range and you're melee. So here the trade was bad, but you keep staying around, get one more auto, get hit by Q, get one more auto. You know, like you just stay for
Yes.
like
Yes.
so many extra autos which are unnecessary. Like you want to kill the minion, but you don't need to kill it right now. You can just click away, and then once she comes back, you can try to get a long range Q or something like that. So
Yeah, I
like
see.
really value your HP in lane more.
Here, I think I just let her push the wave because it was
Yeah.
coming to me.
No, you've
I
already
tried.
traded bad and it's fine. Like she has prio now, which is fine. Um, we kind of entered the trade a bit, and this is like still fine, you know. It's the same thing here. If Aura is good, she will
Yeah.
see this. If she's really good, she will, as soon as you E, she will throw E now and you're fucked. You will lose
Yeah.
so much HP. So here, just, I know your Q is like cooldown, right? So, but here you can Q it. Just Q it instead. It's more safer than walking in.
Yeah, I
And you
agree.
also take all the minions aggro as well. She procs electrocute with 3 autos.
And I still lose the canyon.
Yeah, but that was good by her, but yeah.
I mean, people in the other servers in Turkey or Nordic won't do that. I mean,
Yeah, of
they won't
course.
deny
But
me.
you're learning how to play the game properly now. That's the thing. Like you've
Yeah.
not gotten punished before because they just stand in lane and do absolutely nothing. And like
Uh,
this is like literally emerald. I'm telling you that these guys are not even playing the game. Like you will start playing the game for real when you go to master. That's when you're gonna see like, oh shit, people are actually getting good, you know? Like
yeah.
it's gonna be a lot harder. And even master players are like complete like bad players compared to like challenger players. So it's like a really long way to go, you know? But like you just have to like learn, you know? So it's just like League is just basically thinking about like just understanding how the game works and understanding that the enemy has other abilities and what they can do and what you can do
Yeah.
to stop them, and it's just trial and error, right? Um,
I also have one problem when I play in lower divisions. This is like a problem in my life, for example, because I play a lot of football. When I play versus worse players and I know they're worse, my
yeah,
mind just is just not that all in or focused in the game. You know, I
yeah,
just
you
feel
just
like I'm 10 times better than her,
yeah,
so I disrespect her, and that's why I make these mistakes that probably when I'm in diamond I won't be making them
yeah.
even without I hit this coaching session.
No,
Now when I hit it,
I mean,
I,
I understand completely what you mean. I have the same thing. It's like I know what you mean. It's
yeah.
basically that, but it's just a mental thing. Like I can't coach
Mhm.
you to say that, oh, you're gonna try better. You have to decide in your mind that, okay, I
Yeah.
want to play League, I want to learn, even if this Ori is fucking bronze, I want to play my best. I'm gonna play as consistent as I can. I'm gonna try to understand it. It doesn't matter if Ori is bad. Even if she's bad, you should not play. You should not get like free. How can I like? You should not assume that she's bad and you can just do
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah, yeah.
want. You should just assume that she's quite a good player, and then if she turns out to be a bad player, then you can get the free, you know, like free kills on her and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Um, but
I
I
agree. I'm
understand
working
what you
on
mean,
that
but it's
change
just
of
mental.
mentality. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
just
mean,
it.
yes, I've been working, yeah,
Oh,
on that.
nice.
I think we kill. Yeah, I
Yeah,
kill
she
her.
does die. I mean, I like that you hold your E at least. And even if you flash and you get charmed here, she's still dead. So she's not level
Yeah.
6, so you should kill her. Perfect. What's your thought process here after you kill this kill? After you get this kill, what
Bro,
do you think?
I think I should have just recalled and let the wave push towards me, but I think I stayed to push it. So
I
I,
think it's the thing is if she has TP, since you also have TP, you're Yasuo, so you can press E here, you can Q, and you get damage on all of them. I still think it's okay to clear the wave instantly, just to get this, and then you go back and recall. If you did not have TP, it would be a bit different, but in this case, I think you just need to clear it. And when I say clear it, you need to understand that you need to clear it as efficient as possible. So here, what are you doing? You're queuing one minion. You queued 2 minions when you could E like this and queue 4 minions, right?
Yeah,
So
I
you need to
agree.
think more about how you can push effectively. So use your E and all your damage to like hit everything at the same time.
Yeah, I see.
Do you
I
know what
see.
I mean? Like it would be a lot easier.
100%, you're 100% right.
Yeah, because if you did this properly, then this would crash. Because
Mhm.
it would just be 1 or 2 more seconds that you gained, and these minions would be under tower, and then it would push into you. Now it's still gonna push into you, even though these minions are here. It's not a freeze. This will be broken. Um, here you should just TP back because she's just probably gonna push it. So,
Yeah.
but before you TP, before you make a play, always take a look and see what's happening. That's also one thing you need to learn. Like before you join a fight, you look and see what happens. Before you TP
Mhm.
to a tower, you look and see how is my wave doing, how is everything doing, and try to understand it before you just click TP and like oh whatever. Now in this case, it's pretty fucking obvious that we will TP back
Yeah.
because it's the right call no matter even if she pushes or she freezes. But just to get it in a habit, always look
Mm.
for information before you move.
Yeah, I agree.
So this roam is pretty decent, I would say. Why is it? Because she has like it's gonna be pushing it towards you, and she
Mhm.
will probably stay mid, and you have prio, right? Or you don't have prio in the sense of like the minions, but
Yeah.
you have a small timer. So how I said before, you only move to this play if it's a free kill. Um, since you don't have to be mid right now anyways, you can
Yeah.
start moving here, but if you move and the enemy minions hit tower and you're still here fighting, the play is bad. So exactly, you realize you can't do anything here and you walk
Mhm.
back. Perfect. This
Yeah.
is exactly how you should play. This is what you should have done the other game as well when we saw Fiora and stuff. You kept
Yeah.
staying here, taking crab, fighting a Mumu mindlessly, and then 6 minions died. This is exactly what you need to do. You realize the play is bad, it's not gonna
Mhm.
happen, and then you go back to your lane.
And I also saw that we would lose anyway, even if it
Yeah,
was
exactly. Even
quickly,
if you would,
because yeah.
but even if you win it, like even if you can go here and win and potentially pick up 1 kill, you're gonna lose 6 minions, which is like almost the same as a kill, right? The XP
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, I
the
agree.
gold is the same as a kill, so like people don't understand how like important minions are. Here, I think you can punish or like try to be maybe a bit more aggressive since you do have passive. I think I would just honestly E this minion, auto her, E her, Q her, and then even
Yeah.
if she does full combo to you, you just have your passives and you have sustain later with like potions, fleet, lifesteal from Doran. So here, I think you should just play a bit more aggressive and actually like punish her a bit.
I
Like you
see
had,
it now. Yeah.
yeah, you had one window right here. And you know when I told you to punish, it's like you don't click away from the minion. You click as far close as possible, and then you E so you can go
Mhm.
further into her.
Yeah. Now I see it perfectly when you
Yeah,
explain.
yeah,
This probably was like 200 HP in my favor because I still have the sustain.
yeah. And now it's like a bit different because if you go in, you don't have passive anymore, and she'll probably just throw in your face. But like I said, yeah, like here you just do a small trade. Even that was like probably worth it for you.
Yeah.
So we saw the information of them getting Drake. That means that Viego is on Drake. So you taking this R would probably be bad. So you don't take it, which is good.
Exactly. That's why I didn't take it. I knew probably he was waiting for me.
Yeah,
And I see they are making play on the top, so I will be
yeah,
alone and I will die. And I
yeah,
can't kill her, she has her.
yeah. Perfect. Exactly. This is how you do it. You press fucking Q on the minions. You press fucking like you do small trades with Yasuo, right? Until you can actually all in your opponent. This
Yeah,
Q is
yeah,
bad though. You could do the exact same thing as you did before. You don't Q now. Like, you don't hit
yeah.
her.
From
You
time to time, I miss this specific mechanic because
Yeah,
I'm not used to it.
yeah.
But yeah, if I hit her, probably yeah.
Yeah, I think this W is pretty good though because it allows you to have this wall here where she is now forced to just dodge, right? But you still have to be careful because we know that Viego is around here, so
Mhm.
you're going like completely crazy even if you hit this Q. Here I'd actually start clicking away because like if Viego comes out, you don't have anything. You don't have flash, you can Q you can E the minions and maybe try to escape, but Ari has Arya has ulti and E for you, so I think you're playing a bit too aggressive here just simply because of how like everything is looking. Like your W should be used as like really defensively, and if it's down, you need to like respect, right? So here I'll just like Q and then just click away. Yeah.
Also, something here that I really want to hear your opinion, because I see that we are losing the game. So if I let Viego pressure the other lanes, probably in my mind is that if I manage to take his attention on mid lane on me, and I manage to survive his ganks and his time spent on me, I think this is how we can probably turn the game. And
Yeah.
I mean, this is like kind of risk wins, risk loses. That's why I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive right now, because I just want to take his attention, and probably I think, I'm not sure, but I think that if he comes, I will probably be able to kill at least Ari, make it 1-for-1, and I would have taken 1 minute of his time. Here,
Yeah, no,
I
that
think.
that is exactly how like that is why Faker was as good as he was before, because that's exactly how he used to play. He used to play so aggressive. So like if I draw this, so here is like a line, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this is completely inting, right? And
Yeah.
this is like I don't know what's the like being like what's the opposite of inting, like just being fed or whatever, like just
Yeah,
say like
yeah, let's see.
just say like fed, right? So um, we want to find a line between like we need to make sure that we don't go all the way to fucking int, you know? Like we need to find the
Mm-hmm.
balance in between like actually having pressure on your enemy in the sense of like you put so much pressure onto Ari and Viego, but if you do end up dying, it's really fucking bad. So you need to find the sweet spot of where you can actually pressure them enough to not die. That's what I'm trying to make. So what you said really makes sense. But in this case, like I can tell you that right here, this is why I was a bit scared.
If
I
he comes,
think if
probably
Viego comes from the bush now, I think you're dead.
yeah, I agree.
Because
I
just of
see.
how it looks, you don't have wind wall, you don't have flash, you do have E, you can maybe E out, but Viego is kind of strong. If he gets Q on you or W on you, he might stun you. I mean, it could be like if you play it perfectly mechanically, you might survive, right? But in this sense, I would think that you're a bit in danger. So
Yeah,
you
I
need to
agree.
make sure that when you make plays, you need to like have an escape route. So when you have flashes and stuff, you know, or so, let's say you're playing LeBlanc or some easy escape, right? Then it's a lot easier to play like that because then you know you can play aggressive and just fall back when you need to. But yeah, your thinking is like exactly how it should be, right? Um, you
Yeah.
really need to get better at your what's it called? Your W's. You always throw your W's preemptively, which is like bad. You need to throw it when they actually throw an ability.
Yeah.
So here I would just not throw it and I would just E back to the cannon minion and then just take it, right? Because now we lost
Yeah.
the cannon minion and we lost our W. And like, imagine if we had like W now, you know, like it would be a bit nicer maybe.
Yeah, it would now watch. Just watch what's happening. Ari makes triple kill. That's insane.
Yeah, but you're playing this so bad mechanically.
Yeah.
Like here, this was good. You ulti, you press Q, you auto this guy, but here you don't Q, and you do Q, and he's untargetable. So this is the problem. You miss a Q here, and then I mean it's a bit awkward because he just goes back and forward all the time. But if you just didn't Q here, you auto Q now.
And I kill him. I know.
I think you do,
That's
yeah.
how I
If you
kill.
auto Q and then you E him, he's probably dead. And then you
But in
also
this,
E like in the tower, you know.
yeah,
So this is just all bad, and then Viego gets his reset.
he's
So it's just
like,
stuff like this that needs to be avoided. Like even if they fucking die, like they will die, you know. Stuff like this will happen in League, but we need to try our best to like make it like as good as possible for us.
yeah.
I mean, I would say this is just unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie because it's really hard to react what's happening. Like he's here, he ults, and then he goes back, and then he goes in again. It's like
Mm-hmm.
where are you gonna throw your Q? You know, if you throw your Q here, he might just go here. You know, if you throw your Q here, he might just go here. So like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's
exactly
it's a
right.
fucked up situation. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a bit. He just went all over the place. It's a bit hard, but I still think you played it like fairly bad, and I think Viego should probably die here, and you should live But now it happens that Diego lives and Ari gets a triple kill and we don't get anything. So this is also the start of like something bad.
And as you said, probably if you hit the win wall, probably here it would have been 2-0 for us if
Yeah,
I
exactly.
kept
I mean,
the win wall.
yeah, exactly. Like you could help out your team or just do something yourself. So here we push out the wave, we roam, which is good. We have a timer. Now the timer is out. We only missed one minion, but we still got the XP. That's fine. So it's just stuff like this that happens. Now the game is like, okay, you know, we're kind of losing everyone. We've all died ourselves, and this is hard because now it's like we don't really have a win con anymore. Like we just have to hope that, you know, like now Ari is even stronger, so it's harder for you because she gets triple kill, and it's kind of the same as the other game. It's like fuck, you know, it just sucks that this happens, but obviously we're still gonna play it.
Also, the thing I saw that it always hit like 30 CS lead, so probably I thought maybe if we manage to make one good fight, we can turn the things, because you know
Yeah, of
our
course you can
defense
turn.
are
Like
still
you should
strong.
always play, even if it's fucking 50 kills to enemy. Like you can still win the game. You know, you never know. Like I've played so many games where you just all into early game and then you still end up winning the game just because of our champions or someone on enemy team trolling, playing bad in fights, and we play good. So like it should always be to win. Like the focus, even if we're losing early game. If you want to play league, you should always like focus to win. Also, by the way, you should not FF. You should never FF a game in my opinion. Like when you're in the
I
silo.
agree. I agree. Because they're making a lot of mistakes.
Nice.
Here I make a mistake and
I mean, I don't even think this is a mistake. Like, it
probably
sucks.
if
I just
flashed
want to see, like, I think the mistakes is like taking so much damage early. Here you can
before
pop a
that,
potion. You should pop your potion here, by the way. That Q could be hit. That Q could also be avoided. I mean, I'm not gonna blame you for getting hit by this Q, but like you're not really reacting to what's happening. Like this should be so here, like right here. So we go in. This is like decent. We missed the Q. We want to E back, okay?
Yeah.
This is Ari's range. She goes like this. Where is the safest to stay? You know, like it's safe to stay over here, right? So you do E, but then you click over here instead of over here, and then you get hit by this Q as well. So here you don't need to auto this minion. It only stops your character. Your E will kill it, right?
Yeah,
you have 4 stacks of E. Just E this minion. You don't need to auto it first. Just E it, and you're out safe, and then you have a good trade on her. But now we auto, we stay, and then we E, and then we actually click up. We click into her Q, and it's too late. And now she gets like 172 damage on you, and that could have been avoided.
And probably this would have been the difference.
Let's see. So, and you also like you overstay so much in like how you play. Like here, you don't respect what she has. You just stay here. And if you really want to do it, if you really want this cannon and like start hitting this, and then at least like press W, because you're just taking damage. Like look, she autos you, presses W's on you, gets electric poke, autos you again, charms you, autos you, Qs you. Like she just got so much free damage because you're not realizing what she's doing to you. You need to just click away, and this trade that you take is bad, right? And you didn't press W all this time as well. And like if you're fast enough there, you could probably do it. But here, I don't think it's bad to take this ulti. I would probably take this ulti as well and try to kill her.
Now look, for example, if I hit the 200 more HP, probably I could.
Yeah, from the now you pop your potion, but yeah.
It's too late. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's still bad that you die, right? But I don't think it's like too bad that you try to like kill her, because like when you guys are behind, you might as well. Okay, well now the game changed when she gets a double kill like that. But I'm just trying to say, like, if you're really far behind, it's just better to play aggressive and desperate as possible, where you might not win the game, but it's better to like, okay, I'm gonna do something crazy to try to win the game, you know?
Yeah, that's always my mindset.
Yeah, it is, but in lower elos, it doesn't always make sense, because it's like if you just play like consistently throughout the whole game, you will just win anyways, right? It's only like in high elo where like these people will not let you get anything, and if you just keep playing the same game and consistently, then you're just gonna lose anyways because they're just gonna be better than you. And since they have early lead and stuff, so that's when
Yeah.
you actually like need to play
More
more
risky.
aggressive, yeah, and
Yeah.
risky. But in these elo, I don't think it's like super necessary to do it like all the time. But I don't blame you for fighting the Ari like that. This might be a good play here.
I think
Nice, this was good.
here we start to take
This
a
was
few
really
kills.
nice flash. Oh my
Yeah.
god. This was really clean. I'm not gonna lie. You played this perfectly. Like, you understand the situation here. This is what I like. You understand. I was like, okay, this looks like a fucking free. Like, this is so important for us. If we get these 3 kills, we're back in the game. It's gonna be like 12 and 8, right? You might get a triple kill.
Yeah.
Someone gets a kill. And this guy's coming in. So this is perfect. You realize that Notos will have Q. He's not level 6, but it doesn't matter for you. This W was pretty bad though. Because it doesn't do anything. But here, you instantly click R when you see he hooks, perfect. And then you E, so after he flashes, so you gap close, and then you Q. And here I'm waiting for Lux Q as well.
Yeah.
And you flash it, which is really clean. So like all of this was clean. You don't Q Lucian. Now you Q this bitch. Like this was like perfectly played. You know what I would do here? I would just literally TP back to the mid. Let's see if you do.
I did that.
Yeah, you should. You shouldn't take Kai'Sa's farm. You should just go back mid. You missed 1 minute, but it's fine. At least you realized it.
Yeah.
Like this was really clean. Like you just have these moments of like being inconsistent. Like I can tell that you have, like, you know, you understand some situations and you can like outplay some situations, and others you play a bit bad. But it's just inconsistently as a player. You just need to learn like how everything works in League, and push your strengths to be even more strengths, and then like obviously fix your weaknesses as well.
I also need to work on my mentality, because if I play in this Diamond, even if it's in Turkey or Eonia, I will. My mindset, I told you earlier, is just will be more focused. But I'm trying to now learn to focus even in lower elo, because this is a little bit of ego issue, because I think these guys are what emerald and 10 times better. I can do whatever I want and I will win, but that's not the case.
Yeah,
So I
no,
try to change that. I
yeah,
work on
you
that.
need to change it. It's just like you need to just put the switch in your brain and say like, okay, like it doesn't matter that these guys are bad or good or whatever they are. Just play as you like. Just try to play consistent League of Legends. Here, I'm really worried why you're walking here, because this guy is dead. Okay, and when we take a look at the map, we see, okay, where is our information? We see Ilawi is here. Jax is probably low since he's clicking so far back, right? You could even look and see if he's low, so then you can see, okay, Ilawi is half HP, half mana. Like, this is not good enough for Ilawi to play the game. She has ulti, but she doesn't have a lot of mana and HP. In this case, this is already a lost fight when you're walking here. Like, you have the information on your screen, right? So 2v2, I don't think you guys even win this because of just how like useless Ilawi is right now. So you walking here is just bad in general. So what I would do here is just like, okay, fuck this. This grub doesn't even matter. I'll just go back to mid farm again. Like, you need to realize when situations are bad, and you don't. That's the thing.
Yeah,
You don't
because
realize when
I
situations are
have a
bad.
little bit of ego problems,
And
because
here you're just like troll playing completely. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why are we going in here? What is the thought process of going in 1v3 here? Are we gonna kill them? Obviously not, no? You're
I
just
was
not thinking
thinking
here.
me and you, or maybe we can kill them.
You can't kill them. I think you can even see this yourself that you can't kill them. Like, here, does it look like you're gonna win this 3v1?
Right now, no.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
what is the difference between like here, even like 2v1, like even 2v1 is hard for you. Because like we can see how low Ilawi is. And now it's even a disaster, you know why? Because Lucian goes mid, so you are probably just dead from whatever you do here. Like, even if you, like, let's say you try to hit Q on Ari, you try to run away, let's say you even save W and stuff, like Lucian will just come to kill you. So this is like what you need to stop doing. This is exactly what's holding you back. You go to these unwinnable fights that don't make any sense at all to take, because it's a window of the enemy that they are stronger and they are better in this current situation, and you need to not have the ego and understand that, okay, they get this scrubbed, it doesn't matter for the game, I need to keep going back to mid and farm and play more consistent League. Because you dying like this is so bad. And now this guy goes in as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if something else happens as well, because you're dead. Like, you lost so much. You lost 2 waves mid, or one.
I'm
Yeah.
1 level behind.
Yeah, now the game is like doomed, you know? Because we take these bad stuff. Like, dying like this in League is like the worst thing. This guy will one-shot him.
Yeah. but he still dies.
Does he? Damn, that's like almost enough damage or perfect damage. Holy fuck.
That seems like way too much, but yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I lost
I mean, if he
so
had like
much.
50 more HP, he would live.
Mm.
But yeah, you need to stop thinking, like you need to play more consistent. It's the same thing with
Yeah,
like
I
Victor.
agree.
You need to just stay in your lane, farm your minions. If you can go to a fight, pick up a kill, great. That's a luxury. If you can go to a fight and you realize, okay, this might be lost, you know, it's a bit hard to play. My jungler's not here. Let's just go back to mid and farm instead. Like you need to play more consistent and not just flip every fight because
I agree.
most of the fights you're just like flipping and you're not playing consistent.
Mm. I 100% agree. I think
And then
here
the
we could-
mechanics things are like, you know, it doesn't fucking like mechanics you will learn over time, right? I can't tell you, okay, you can click better because like, you know, I can't like control how you click, but it will just be
Yeah.
better with time. But like this fight doesn't like seem too horrible. Now when he dies, it does seem pretty bad. It's still like okay, winnable, but it's in favor of enemy at least. But let's see how it starts even. So what do? We kill the minions first. Great. We go to the fight. We have Kaisa coming in. We have this guy hits ulti. I think I wouldn't ulti here because I like hitting full damage on Illaoi is not gonna do anything. So I would probably not ulti here. And now you're in a pretty bad position. You do E out and you don't get hit by the Lux ulti, which is good. And we tried to kill this guy. He flashes out. Here I would just leave.
Yeah, I think we just leave.
This
If
guy
I
doesn't. He
remember
wants to
correctly.
die. Okay, we got one kill. This is all like really insane that we're gonna winning this.
We're not winning, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
still.
but you're just playing Yasuo. Like you can't do anything in these fights. Yasuo is like you either go
agree.
in and fist fight everyone, and you need to stat check people, or you just like you know like here you can't do anything. You just need to run. Like I would just
I
say
agree.
fuck off to these guys. Like you can't do anything. Like here you throw a Q, but you like if this is high elo by the way, you die here by the way from this right here. I'm gonna show you where you die. Right here, you're dead. If this guy knows how to play the game, he's gonna press Q on you, auto you, you're stunned. You might get thrown a Q, but I'm pretty sure you guys will all die here.
Yeah, for sure.
So even this
This-
fight is like not bad, not so good to take. And
here
since we wasted so
almost
much time,
we almost turned the game, and afterwards, now it's still we're on the back seat and
Yeah.
we're losing.
and look
because
at
of
what
the
happens with your CS when we take stuff like this. This is why your CS is low. 116 at 60 minutes is not complete terrible, but it is pretty bad, right? You could have 140, 150, 160 at
I
this point.
agree. I can do better for sure.
Yeah, you can do way better.
Here it's a little bit unlucky. I don't kill her, but maybe I misplayed mechanically her kill.
The thing is, like, you don't misplay. I think this is all fine, but like, you're so like, you use your W in really weird ways. Like sometimes you just use your W like randomly, like 4 times you just use it randomly. But in this scenario, you don't use it, which is like weird because here, if you use W, right here, boom, you can literally play around your W. So it will
Yeah.
be like this. And then if she tries to Q you, you can just E her and then you can play on the other side because W is like both ways, right? And then you can play around that and then Lucian comes, you can keep stacking on Lux and stuff. So you getting hit by the Q here is the problem with the Lux. Like here, if Lucian comes, this is like already kind of lost. Your W is good now because you do block some damage from Lucian autos and then, you know. But yeah, after
Yeah.
this flash, you can't do anything. Yeah, Lux is too good.
I wanted to sidestep it, but I couldn't.
You know what I would do here, by the way?
What?
This is also really, really advanced. But I know that Lux, she flashes heals, and now she will have Q anytime soon. I would just keep autoing this guy, auto, Q, auto. When I see Lux Q, I would use Lucian's body with E to try to maneuver my champion to dodge it. Because if you dodge like this, now you have nothing to dodge, and you only have your actual clicking to dodge, right? But you need to click on Lucian to actually win this fight. So in this scenario now, it's already like lost if you get hit. Like you can still try to like dodge this, but then Lucian will have enough time to like kill you. So in this scenario, I would just save. I would just save my E here and just auto Q, auto Q, and then when I see the Q coming in from Lux, then I would E Lucian. So she would Q like this, and then I go here, and then I dodge it.
Yeah,
Then
I
you,
agree.
you would have a like easier time to like win this fight. And this death, it's bad, but it's not as bad as the others because you try to get something here, you do end up dying, you're gonna lose some minion waves bot lane, but like this game is already like kind of doomed, so it's not kind of doomed, but like it's on the losing side still.
Yeah.
So I don't think this test was too bad. And she also used flash and heal. If she didn't have that, I think you would actually end up killing Lux, and then you could maybe turn a Lucian and even kill him. So this is just like good play from enemy, you know, using their summoners well and playing it well. Lux played that pretty well. So you know, sometimes you die. It's just when you die like completely for free, when it's like super obvious that the fight is lost, that's when it's like pretty bad. At least there you gave it some fight, you know. This TP is
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, but that I was waiting to hear your opinion on this TP.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I should just go top and catch the wave
Yeah, you
because
should.
they cannot beat Jax.
The
But
thing
I
is,
saw them starting to engage. So I was really wondering. I was 50-50. I just made
yeah,
whatever I
this
decided
is
to
like the
do.
hardest thing in League when you need to decide like this. Even me playing this game for so long, I still don't like fully understand it because every situation is so different from each other, and you can't know if you TP there and it's gonna be a good fight and if it's gonna be a bad fight because there's so many variables. Like this guy has ulti, flash, everyone has every different thing. It's impossible to figure out if you're gonna win the fight or not. But one thing you do bad is I mean, you do look, which is good, right? But I would look a
Yeah.
bit more and see, like, okay, what's going on? Because even if you TP here, they're kind of running away, and then you would chase them a bit, and then the only way you would actually reach them is if Nautilus presses a Q. Jax gets minions, he gets towers, like, he gets everything. So here, I would just be a bit chill, you know? Like, you can TP to this fight in like 5 seconds, or like maybe tell Nautilus to place a ward or something, because I think the TP in general is just like, you're playing Yasuo. You're not playing a champion that can make a play. You need something to happen for you to like actually do something. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you need a setup. You need a Q from Nautilus and a knock up from someone. So you can't come here and play Akshan where you go invisible and then you start killing everyone, you know, out of fog and stuff. So
Yeah.
in this scenario, the TP is bad just because of how the situation looks. This is not like a good situation to TP. So yes, to answer your question, it's better to stay top lane, catch the wave, wait a bit, look at the fight, and see, okay, I know this is a good TP, and then you take your time instead. But this is like experience, you'll just learn it eventually. And now, like, okay, yeah, enemies fucking overstays.
They
Like,
didn't need me. They didn't need
yeah,
me.
I don't think
I
your enemy
realized
does.
that
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
They don't need me,
And
and Jax took so much.
And also, you're playing Yasuo, like I said. You're not playing another champion where they need to do this stuff. You need to keep having resources on Yasuo. You need to have gold
Yeah.
minions to be useful. Like you need to have items to be useful. If you're playing Zillion here, Zillion top lane or something, of course you're gonna TP here. You know, have you seen Bardinet? Do you know who
Yeah, I
Bardinet
know.
is? Yeah,
Of course.
if this was Bardinet, he leaves this wave, he leaves this tower, and he plays for his whole team because he's playing fucking Bard top. That's what you need to do, but you're playing Yasuo now, so you need to take resources for yourself. So yes, this TP, even if you literally get like triple kill here, I would still say it's bad because it's not guaranteed. What's guaranteed is this top wave here.
And my team didn't need me. They won
Yeah,
the fight
yeah,
without me. I didn't do anything, just took one assist. I don't remember here, but enemy made mistake,
yeah,
so
exactly.
this makes the TP better, but we didn't know they will
Yeah,
make the mistake.
but this is the thing with League, so I'm gonna explain this as well. If you mix, okay, let's talk about like Call of Duty instead, okay? So let's say you see an enemy 200 meters away and you no scope him with a sniper. Do you think it's the right call to no scope everyone then, just because you did it the one time there, right?
No,
It
no,
happened to be correct that time, right? You killed him, and it happened to be okay. We won, right? But just because it's like it doesn't work like that. You need to play more like consistent in how it works. So this is just a luxury. This is just the enemies being bad, and you realize that already, right? But yeah, like obviously, this is good that you stay here. Like you should 100% stay here and take this, right? If enemy wants to do this, then fuck it, you know. Like we go kill them. This is perfect for us. This is our way of coming back, you know. So
but I didn't know that. So I 100% agree because look, Jax probably took like 2,000 gold.
yeah,
If you
Jax is
find
mega
waves,
fed now.
2,000.
So this is we could have stopped that by just farming the minions top lane. And yeah, he does get outer towers as well. He gets tier 2. He got 2 towers and like 2 minion waves. So yeah, he does get so much gold. She should be dead here, I think. Can a minion. Oh, that sucks. Let's see if you can do anything better here. She flashes on ults, you can't. Well, you can click a bit better when you click. So how your clicks are a bit bad when you E because you keep hovering your mouse. So it should be like you E the minion and then you click on the ground and then you E the minion and then you click on the ground. That's how you should do, because I can see how you like here you're starting to auto attack. Here you auto attack again and then you E. Like it's maybe it's because of you have auto attack on, right? You know this setting.
Maybe or just a habit. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I have this habit from yasuo auto attack, auto attack.
Yeah, but you don't auto attack here. Here you just want to eat the minions and then come as close as possible to Ari and then kill her, right? So that's what we want to do here. No! Ah, sucks. I mean, here we're just kind of overstaying completely. Like after this play, like right here. So let's see. Here you can. Here is a perfect example of can you do anything else here? You don't have ulti, you don't have W, you don't have anything to reach her. There's not minions here. There's you don't have flash, you don't have ignite, you don't have fucking anything to kill her. There is absolutely no way you do anything here, right?
Yeah.
The correct call is just to go back them. You need to realize, okay, the play is fucking dead. I can't do anything here. Go back and farm again.
Yes, but I didn't think.
Like, look at where you are. Like, it's a bit crazy. Okay, they have 4 people dead. Lucian is spawning, so she's alone right now. But it's still like completely crazy. If you do this better, you kill her. By the way, if you click better here, you're way too slow with your Q. You could Q, E, auto, Q, like Q instantly now, and then you would get one more. Like, look how close you were to autoing here. You're just a bit slow with your combo, but even that, like, even if you get this skill, it's still like pretty bad. Now you're dead for like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
You lose H, you lose a lot. Now, because you're dead, that means that your enemies are going, your teammates are going on the map without you, and then they also end up dying. So it's like a chain reaction of everything.
Farm.
Yeah. You know what I would say? I'm not gonna lie. I think Yasuo might be a bit too hard right now. This champion this champion is really hard, by the way. I don't know how good you are at it. Like you said, you don't have that much experience, right?
Not at all. On Yasuo, not at all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Just by the way, like how you're playing the game, like you're quite decent, like just for the experience that you have. But like in general, like when you wanna play League, you wanna more like focus on the champs you actually like play. I would just literally just spam Victor, like because this is like the best champ you know, and then now you wanna learn the game, how it works with minion wave management, how to play consistent without dying, how to farm, all that stuff. And when you do that with Yasuo, it's a bit harder, you know. Like this champ is like fight and a lot of mechanics and a lot of understanding and stuff. He's a hard champion, right? So you're just making it a lot harder by playing this champion in general. So like next session, I think you should just play Victor and we focus on that instead. You can still play Yasuo. Like I don't think it's bad to like completely give up on him, but my like biggest advice would just be to play Victor, play something else, and maybe have Yasuo as third and like play him sometimes or something. I think you should just focus on Victor. Victor is not like he's not super easy, but it's not that hard either. He has some special mechanics. I used to play Victor back in season 6 actually. I used to main him as well, so I do have some knowledge on him. But yeah, this champion is pretty fucking dead. No one kind of plays him, but it still works, you know.
I mean, it deals a lot of damage. I just found I started to abuse him with the first strike buff before they nerf it, and that's how I got I think rank 7 in Eone and rank 90 in the world.
Yeah.
Just by abusing this first strike. I was just abusing the first strike and farming, and I was not even roaming. I was just farming and abusing the first strike, and I was always with 600 gold and 20 minutes just from first strike. I hate this strategy. So
no, first strike was really good before. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, with this strategy, but probably I will just go back to Irelia because this is probably a champion that I won't make so many mechanic mistakes like Yasuo. I know that my Yasuo is not clean at all. My Yasuo is not good at all because I really don't have more than I don't have more than 100 games for my 12 years playing League on Yasuo.
Yeah.
So I know I suck with the mechanics.
Exactly, and it's just better to play like champions that you're actually like familiar with. I want to talk about something in the game here. What do you think your mistake is here, by the way, just in general?
Here I was wondering what to do, and I was waiting for our session because I wasn't sure if I need to just recall, buy my item, and then TP back to the fight, or just stay here, help them get prio, and help them set up for the Drake. Here I didn't know what to do macro-wise. I was really
Okay,
confused.
so
Right,
I'll tell
right
you.
here.
In this case, first of all, when it's mid game, so it's like 20 minutes, so this is the start of like, or this is mid game, right? So
Mm-hmm.
usually ADC in the early game goes bot, right? But after first
Yeah.
tower is gone, after mid game starts, they want to go mid, right? With Not as well. So Kai'Sa
Yeah,
Not will
yeah.
be mid. That's the right call. Like they don't want to be top. This guy is side laning. What you should do here, if you have an item, you should recall, buy the item, go back to lane, and start farming again. This is how you want to play.
Mm-hmm.
You have TP soon coming up. So if you didn't have TP, it would be like okay-ish to stay, just because like it would make sense to like, okay, I need to stay maybe to help my team. But in this scenario, it doesn't make sense because you do have TP coming up and you can just walk here. And then if a fight breaks out, you can TP and help them, right? So that's the
Yeah.
first thing. So here, you staying mid, farming this from Kai'Sa is like pretty bad, because it should like you should just recall here. Yeah, and you do. Or you don't. Why would you stop it?
Because they start to fight.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if they start to fight. You need to start playing how the game is supposed to be played, right? Like,
Yeah.
even if this guy is like, does he? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. If he gets hit by the W, it can be a bit scary. But Kai'Sa is safe here. She's still safe. Like, you are clicking in without like understanding of what's even happening, right? This guy's just
Yeah.
baiting. Like, look at the map. Like, this guy is recalling. This guy's playing bot side. Like, even if he gets caught here, it's like Kai'Sa's fault. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to be like, oh, I need to help my team. Like, you need to help yourself instead, so you can get better at League and play the game, and you can solo carry. You need to think more like selfish when you play League. You know, you can't
Mm-hmm.
be the one. You're not a support player that needs to be everywhere and save everyone and stuff. Like, you're a fucking carry. You're playing Yasuo. You're playing Victor. You need resources for yourself. That's how you
Yeah.
win the game. You don't care about what's happening on the map. I've had so many games where I've played where there's literally, I am 3-0 and it's like 315 in stats, right? My whole team is inting. What do?
Mm-hmm.
I keep farming for myself. I keep getting resources without dying, and then I can finally carry when I'm strong enough, right? I don't go
Yeah.
around and try to fix my top laner, help him, and roam everywhere and stuff. So this is what you need to stop doing. You can't think that you are in responsibility of Kai'Sa here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you need to go top lane to farm this wave, because you are not gaining any resources anymore. So here, before even all of this, after this wave, this is where it's bad. Here, this is all fine. Here, I don't know, PD is 900 gold, right? Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you just insta recall here. You would
Yeah.
ping back your team, tell them that you have PD, you ping your gold, you ping that you can buy Phantom Dancer in base, and then you go top, and then you will have TP, and then now you're gonna be on this wave, you're gonna push it, you're gonna keep pushing the next one, you will have so much more gold, and then when a fight breaks out on Drake, you're ready to TP. And even then, you're like, okay, well, maybe we're just losing the fight. If I TP, I can maybe take tower, and then you take resources for yourself, because your tempo
Mm-hmm.
here is like completely horrible.
Yeah. I agree.
Like,
I do it
you
live.
recall when the fight is about to start, just because you got scared that Kai'Sa would be here. But even if she starts the fight there, it's bad, because you're not fighting for any objective. Here, at least you guys are fighting for Drake. So you're a bit late to this. I mean, I'm not entirely late, but like, I guess you're in time. But you know, okay, this is good.
I mean, we win this fight, but while I was playing, I knew that I have made the wrong decision, because I honestly didn't know what to do. Because in low elo, this is something that I always have in my mind. If I don't stick to help my team, and I go to play how I know I should play and how I play, let's say in higher divisions, at least Diamond 1, let's say like that, I would always go and farm. But here, I always think this is just something that I am working the past 2 weeks. I always
Yeah,
think that if I'm not with the team, they will just die.
it doesn't matter.
Cute. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's why I.
It really doesn't matter. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, even if they die over and over and over, if you can just keep, like, it's their fault. Like, if they die and you're there, like, obviously there's gonna be some games that you can, just because you were there and you helped everyone on the map at the same time, you ended up carrying the game like that. But in general, like, inconsistent, if we're talking about over thousands of games, you're
Yeah.
gonna be more consistent getting resources for yourself. That's what's important when you're playing a carry low. So you need to stop having this mindset of, oh, I need to go help my team with with TP. Like, no, you need to fucking help yourself. You need to help yourself get items. So you can be 3-4 items and you can have an item advantage over everyone since you farmed a lot better, you played a lot more consistent. And then you can actually join a fight where it's like, okay, they need you this time, right? When you're fucking fed, you know? So here, it's the same thing here. This was good. You came to the fight. This was like clean because you go on Diego and then you ulti Jax, so you get damage on both, they both die. Here, instantly, what is the next call? Okay, two junglers dead. Yeah, two junglers are dead. If Briar was alive, I could say that you could just go farm instantly because you know that Kai'Sa and all of them can just hit Drake and take it. Now, personally, when two junglers are dead, it's a bit more complicated because, you know, they can still steal it. They have locks with AP. It's not just... And if we take a lot of time to kill this dragon, you know, they can steal it. So, personally, it's the same thing here. The play is that there's nothing more to gain. These guys are in Narnia here. We're not going to catch them. Go back mid, farm the wave, and see what you do, right? After the wave, you think what you do. But here, yeah, exactly. Perfect. Like, you just take the fucking wave and you click mid. And look how much, like, just from this fucking thing alone, you already gained 500 gold. Like, just from this simple thing. If you were bad here, you would just go hit Drake and try to flip it, right? But this is what I'm trying to say. You need to look for these things more. Like, farm the fucking minions. And don't miss
Here I saw that I wanted to make pressure on mid and also of course gain more resources for myself.
Yeah.
And also take their attention on the mid so they can come on mid and not steal the Drake if my team decides to start it.
Yeah.
That was my thought process behind that. That's why I came.
Yeah, here you don't notice. Yeah, this is really bad. First of all, it's like, this was good. You need to look and see what's happening. Like, you are full HP, okay, you can be useful. Kai'Sa is 1 HP, your jungler is fucking dead, he is not on the map, your Illaoi is on side, and he is 40% HP. Does this look a fight to go in? It really doesn't. This is not your window at all. So you even clicking, even if this guy hits it, it doesn't fucking matter because it's not your fight to take right now. You need to look and see what's going on because you are dying here, which is so fucking bad for the game. I see this TP, by the way, here. I don't know if you didn't see it. Your camera movements, like, I guess it's like not the worst because you can see here, but you can't see your own HP, so you're getting fucked a bit by Lucian here. But in general here, it's just like bad decision making because you don't respect the enemies, what they can do. You only think about what you can do. So here it's just completely terrible to be in this position, even at all. It should just be to like click away and just like, this is enemy's windows. My ADC is low HP, he's recalling, we can't fight here, but you're just not paying attention. And now Jax TPs, and now he's here. And this is literally game losing. You know why? Oh, maybe you live. Holy fuck. Yeah, if you die here, they just take Baron and Drake. No, they would take Baron, and you guys are fucked. Because what is Kai'Sa gonna do? She needs to recall. So then it's like 3v2 or 5v2. I mean, all the enemies will go to Drake or Baron. If this was high elo, you die here, the game is like over because the enemies will just take Baron and it's just like GG. And now they actually take Drake instead, which is also good from them. I mean, Briar just walks in 1v5. Or no, wait, this guy's there as well.
I think we're winning this fight. And I just came top to pressure. Maybe
no, this is good that you're going here because, or like, it depends. If they go Baron, I would just recall here and instantly go Baron to like try to stop them because if they do get Baron, the game's really hard to win. If they do get Drake, it's not that big of a deal, so I would just go top here, like you said, and maybe your team wins it still.
Yeah, they won the fight.
And now you get 1 billion gold from this tower.
Yeah, I will. I put so much pressure on them because look, now they're on the Drake, but they know I'm pushing, taking their inhibitor tower.
Yeah.
They need to make a decision to leave the Drake and the Soul or come and stop them.
You know what I think? Let's see. I mean, I guess it's fine. I was just thinking maybe it's better to like recall after this, but since they are already dead, I was thinking maybe it's better to recall to keep your tempo up so you can buy your items 2000 gold, you come back, and then you're in tempo for your team. But I still think it's fine to like stay for this tower because you do get the tower, you get the wave, but it's really bad. Like, this is just pointless. Even if you kill this bitch, it's pointless.
I agree.
Like, it's all pointless, all of this. Like, you are still just not thinking when you play. Like, here, it should just be to get the tower. After the tower, we might get the wave. We are not gonna kill Lux, definitely. Even if we do, we are completely overstaying and we're gonna die. And then maybe because we die, our teammates will go in 4v5 and then they die and then the enemy gets snatched. Like, you always need to think.
Yeah,
This is just completely crazy to go for this Lux. And now she does flash and you will get out, but you know,
I completely
this guy
agree.
flashes as well.
And now kill me.
Yeah. And now it doesn't end up being that bad because, you know, you don't lose anything. You just died and you gained the tower yourself, but you would have gotten that already.
I mean, by the way, sorry for me interrupting you. For the previous play, one of the reasons I remember why I stayed was because I saw that Viego was respawning and I saw that Kaisa was starting the Drake, so I wanted to take their attention on me. Even if I died, we could secure the Drake and not give them the soul. So that was my main idea why I stayed. And if you saw, I almost escaped, but they used two flashes. So
Yeah.
that that was the reason I stayed this particular situation that
Yeah, no,
I
the
went
thing
on.
is, I understand your thought process, but it still doesn't make sense because you can still do all of this without even dying. Like you can still hit this tower, right? And
Mhm.
like in this case, um,
I mean, I think if I back off, Viego will just go on Drake and stop them. That's why I went in
if
right
Lux,
here.
no, this is not right because look at the information. You press W here. Look,
Yeah.
if Lux is good, what stops her from pressing Q on you right now?
Nothing. Legit
Exactly.
nothing.
So
Yeah, you're
what you
right.
said doesn't make sense. Even if you die, like it's still bad for you to die because Kaisa will get this Drake nonetheless. I still think even if you click away and you start taking a soul jungle and you don't show yourself, I don't think Viego will think, oh, I'm gonna run directly to fucking Drake and steal it from Kaisa because we don't know if they have vision or not. So it doesn't make sense. Like now it turned out pretty good because they do end up flashing, but this is just because Lux is bad. Like if this is a high elo player, she will literally just Q you right now. Boom. She just presses Q on you and you're stunned and then Viego kills you. They don't flash
Yeah,
or do anything, right? So this is just
I
a
agree.
luxury about like the enemies are just bad giving you this and it's because you're
Yeah.
fighting like this.
Now I see it. Yeah, I completely agree.
And even
100%.
if that was the case, the play is still bad. Even if you end up dying and your thought process is, oh well, Viego. I just don't think it's like reasonable enough. You can still be useful yourself by staying there, but you can stay a bit farther back and you
Mm-hmm.
know stack up your Qs, throw long range Qs without like fighting them completely.
Yeah, I agree. I saw the mistake. I also saw that if Wooks just kill me, I would be dead, and he still would have enough time to go on Drake.
Exactly,
And
exactly, like
yeah,
exactly. So
I saw it.
so if anything, if you wanted to stall, you would still play here if that was your thought process, but you would
Mm-hmm.
not go in. You would just keep hitting the minions, and then Viego chases you, and you run away in time,
Yeah,
and then you throw Qs at him, and you try to run. That would make more sense, but not going in completely and fighting.
I
Let's see what
agree.
happens here.
Think we turned the game completely.
I mean, you are already winning from this point here.
Yeah, pretty much we take Nash. But yeah, I see. I was really curious about this situation. What would you say? But yeah, I see the mistake I did, and since I don't have I don't have a cooldown hack to show me if Hooks has Q in 5 seconds or 1 second, and I cannot know. This is pure gambling, and
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is how yeah, this is pure gamble. So for example, if I knew that she has 7 seconds to her Q, I mean then it's fine. But how can I know?
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I cannot track that while fighting.
Oh,
I
this
mean, it's just
sucks. He
not.
fucking goes in. I mean, he kills it.
Yeah, he
Yeah, here
kills
I'll
him,
just
but we.
recall, get your item,
Here,
and
here, I wanted to ask you, what do you think is the best to buy? I mean, I made that intentionally. I stopped so you can see their team and maybe tell me because for the fourth item I don't finish it, but I didn't know what to buy.
I mean,
Honestly, I
honestly, I'll
didn't.
just go and look at what this guy does, and it looks like Shilba is pretty good here because they do have
Chill.
80 damage, they have 80 damage, and they have 80 damage. So, like,
Hmm.
they have 2 AP as well, but like you can, if you're good, you can still double. Like you have something to stop like the damage from
Yeah, from Ari.
from Ari and Lux. Like you can W Lux Lux Q and all of Ari's abilities. Now you can argue the same thing for Lucian. You could also W his abilities and stuff. For Viego, you can't do anything. Jack's not the same. He doesn't really do damage. He has mixed damage as well. But in this case, I don't play Yasuo, so I wouldn't know. But if I were to guess, it would either be Shield Bow or it would be it would either be Shield Bow or it would be some armor item like GA or Death Dance or
Yeah,
something.
I agree.
But yeah, that's what I would buy in this game. But here, don't think too much about buying because I would just like TP back instantly. Here, I would not TP. Actually, wait, let's see. Okay, this is the problem. You're not looking. I can't see like what's going on. Here, I would see. How long is the inhib taking? Do I need to go here and help him? There are 3 people dead. How's the wave looking here? How's the wave looking here? Can we go Baron? You know, you need to like think and see and look first before you do stuff. So just
I agree.
don't like instantly TP. Like even Nautilus is pushing the wave top. So here, just like, I mean, yeah, I guess you did take a quick glance like here and you saw the inhib, but
I mean, I have already decided that I want
yeah,
to just
yeah,
reset and pick
no,
Nash.
no.
That's why
Yeah,
I didn't.
yeah, okay, no, it makes sense then. I think that makes sense, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense in this situation. It should be just to take Nash, so it doesn't really matter because the other options are worse. So I guess in that sense, it makes sense to TP to that ward and take Nash.
Yeah, because as you saw, Briar just hit his Ara and top the Nash.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, I think we're just winning the game now. Here,
Nice.
I think
that was good W.
The W was good, but here
The-
I think I
The W is good because you save Nautilus. Like if he gets hit by the
Yeah.
Q, he might be in trouble. But here we just click back. Like we don't have W anymore. Kaisa is dead. We need to look and see. Are we gonna win the fight 4v5? I mean, maybe we can because we're probably like a lot stronger. But is it needed to fight 4v5? No. Wait fucking 19 seconds and then 10 seconds for this bitch to run, and then you guys can see if you can take Drake or whatever. Like, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Or if you're gonna commit to a fight, like use your pings. I've seen that you haven't used your pings at all because you don't decide the outcome of the game. You don't actually think about what's going on. That's the thing. Like if you think that you can win this fight 4v5, which it looks like you guys can, then ping fucking in and show what you want. If it doesn't look like that, start pinging back everyone and start pinging that Kaisa is spawning and stuff. Like you're not telling your teammates how to play or what to do in any sense. But this
You're
ulti
right,
is
I
really
agree.
big though.
I mean, here we smashed them, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Although they catch me with the charm, we still win the game. But
Yeah.
yeah, I completely agree.
There's no
that
reason to do this. Like you just win the game if you don't do this. Like, you know, I mean you still win, but this is because your teammates win. But here in this sense, the game is won if you just stay alive, right? Like the game is just like you don't need to kill this Arya because the game is already won if you don't kill her. Like even if you don't kill her, you just need to stay alive. That's how you win. So you flashing for her doesn't make sense because it's the decision of you wanting to be alive. So if you wanted to go chase her, what I would do is chase her. When she throws E, you flash over it and then you go on her. That's how you can play it. Because getting hit by the CC is what makes you get fucking completely fisted. And now your team wins anyways.
I also didn't think because I was going to push top because I was not sure if I wanted to dive or just pressure top lane inhibitor.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why I didn't think as
yeah,
well.
yeah. No, I think it's fine because you guys were like pretty fucking strong. So even if Kai's is not there, you guys still win 45, and that's what happened. I mean, Jungler is like 15 kills. Ilau is still strong. Nautilus has knock up for you, so I don't even think it's like that bad. I mean, the right macro call is actually just to wait for Kaisa, but since it is like low elo, sometimes you just need to follow the bad play anyways, because if you don't, then your whole team dies.
Yeah.
So in this case, this was the exact thing that happened. Nice.
Who managed to win, but yeah, that's why I was like split it in my decision. I probably, if I was in diamond, I probably should have went top and just push because I think my team wouldn't dive. They would have just waited. I don't know,
Yeah.
but here, yeah, I was
Yeah.
split with my decision.
I mean, I can get a sense of how you are as a player. You just need to play more consistent. It's like the same thing as every other people that I coach. You take bad fights, and you need to stop taking bad fights. Your mechanics will improve over time. And by the way, when I watched your video about the mechanics thing, I don't think that you should play the game, the LoL dodge game, I don't
Mhm.
think that should be a practice. It should be a warm up. Do you understand what I mean with
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. I agree. Like before starting the gaming session,
Yeah, you
like a
can
warm up.
yeah, exactly, like a warm up, just to make your fingers warmer, like just to feel
Mm-hmm.
warm up. That's what you should do. You shouldn't think like, oh, I'm done with my 8 hour sessions of playing League today. I'm gonna go practice more with the LoL
Yeah,
game. That's not
I
how you do
agree.
it. It's not real practice. It's just a warm up. But I'm not gonna say that it hurts you. It's most likely gonna benefit you because you click faster and you click better and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But in general, just see it as a warm up.
Yeah, I'm basically using it as a warm up for the first 2 3 games,
Yeah,
and then maybe I play 1 2 games of ARAM because ARAM helps me just like overall warm up mechanics and
yeah.
team fighting. I mean,
No,
because right now I'm tryharding. I really wanna, I really wanna achieve my dream probably in
yeah,
the next year.
yeah.
So I'm really serious about that. I mean everything. I'm not like joking or just making content or
No,
stuff.
but
I mean
that's
this is
yeah,
really my life for the next 1 year, and I have enough money saved for that. I've
yeah,
made my plans, yeah, and so on. So I'm really going to follow every advice you take. I will be taking consistently at least one coaching session per
two
week,
weeks
so
maybe.
we can
Okay.
see, yeah, per
Yeah,
week, so you can see my progress and
yeah,
stuff. Because I can hit diamond probably in the next 3 4 days. That's fine.
yeah. You
After
can.
diamonds is where the struggle happens. After
Yeah,
diamond,
after you hit master, yeah. Like I think
diamond
like
master. Yeah.
I think even master is pretty easy for you. Like you don't realize that you just have these mistakes that you make, and you just need to stop going to fights and dying and stuff, and keep your CS up, and it's already gonna shoot you to master. And then other stuff like we talked about, like understanding how fights work and mechanics things. You know, when you could have killed Lux if you clicked a bit faster and stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
that will come with time, but those things will also matter the higher you go, right? And then actually once you start hitting challenger, that's when you like need to start like almost doing everything correctly to have a chance to win in that elo. But that will come with time. I don't want you to stress it, and you shouldn't make a like, obviously you should aim high, right? But you shouldn't make a goal and say, oh, I want to be challenger in 6 months. Just be like,
Yeah, I
take
agree.
small steps first. Like, okay, I want to learn how to play Victor first, flawlessly, and then you're like, okay, after that I want to hit master, and after master I want to hit 300 LP, after that 500, 600, 700. You take small steps, and then
Mm-hmm.
eventually you're going to be like, okay, I'm good enough, I'm a grandmaster player, I want to hit challenger, and then you do that, right? But yeah, I don't think it doesn't look bad, like, as for now. But like I said, what we talked about, play
Yeah.
2 to 3 champions at most. For now, I would not play yasuo. I would just learn something else. If you're experienced with Irelia, I would rather play Irelia. But I feel like, I don't know if this is just unlucky games with having 10 deaths on Irelia. It's a
Unlucky
bit
games,
crazy
yeah,
as well.
basically.
But Irelia is a champion that fights a lot and dies. So I wouldn't say
Mm-hmm.
it's like terrible, but 10 deaths is still a bit too much. Do you know who leader is?
Of course I know him.
Yeah, he plays insane Irelia and Irelia King as well. Like these guys, if you want to learn Irelia, you should look at them. But like I said, play Victor the most, I would say. Just like almost
Mm-hmm.
OTP him, pick him every game. If you need to play AD mid laner, you can either play Irelia or Yasuo, maybe even Zed. Honestly, I don't know if Zed is that good now though. But yeah,
Deal
if you
damage.
if your a long-term goal is to like actually go pro and um,
Mm-hmm.
like get signed and stuff, you have to realize that you will start you like league works in a way that when you're in lower elos you can play anything. Like I can play fucking Soraka bot lane and win,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't matter. But the more you go up, the higher you go, the harder it is if you keep playing champs that are out of meta. I'm not saying it's impossible to get challenger with Victor. It's very, very possible. I'm saying this champion is not very strong at the moment. And if
I
your goal
agree.
is to get pro, you need to first learn the games. I would play Victor first, but then your goal should be, okay, I'm a Grandmaster Challenger player. I need to improve and expand my champ pool, so I would need to play something else, right? Because if you just take a look at like leaderboards and you see, like, let's just take the first mid laner. We see, okay, Phantasm is an exception because he's an action OTP. Let's
Yeah.
just take a look at mid. Who's a mid laner? Holy fuck. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy plays Yasuo and Yon as well. But most people just play like Tristana, fucking LeBlanc, Yon, Corki, a lot of Corki lately. These are the champions that you would eventually need to play, right?
Yeah.
Just because of how the meta is. Like you just need to be a meta slave in League. It's just how it works. And you can still get around it with other stuff, but most of the time It's just better to learn. Same thing here. This guy's mid player plays the exact same champs as the other guy. Tristana, Corki, LeBlanc.
Yes, this is top 3 champions right now.
Yeah,
Even with the Tristana nerf,
yeah.
she's still amazing.
Honestly, you know what I would say? I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie. You should probably pick up Corki, like with because he is mixed damage. Like if you have full AD team and you go Corki, it's still fine. He is a bit of AD, or I don't know. Maybe they changed him. I don't know him exactly. I used to play him as well back in season 6 when I played mid. Um, I
he
still
does
think he has
true
like
damage, I think.
I don't know if he
He,
has true damage, but he has mixed damage.
yeah, he's
No,
fine.
yeah,
Mm,
and you have like yeah, I think you should probably play him over over Irelia and Yasuo simply because of like they're hard champions. You know what I mean? They're like really
I
hard
agree.
champions, and it's just better to play something like Corki where you can just press E and fucking walk at your enemy and kill them. You know? Um,
I mean, the thing with Irelia and Yasuo is that, for example, I haven't played Irelia in 2 3 weeks because I think in low Evo I don't want to play like my best champion.
okay.
Right now I want to learn something new, but it's like with Fortnite, you don't play for 2 weeks and it's like you've never played.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
need to be consistent with Yasuo, with Irelia. So I will definitely probably switch to Corki. By the way, something very fun. Before any pro player started playing Ezreal Mita, I started playing him. I know that no one saw me or something like
Yeah,
that, but I think sometimes also with the Zeri, now Chov is spamming Zeri, from
yeah.
time to time I have very good ideas about
Like
mid
what to play
lane
and stuff.
picks,
Yeah,
and afterwards people take them, better people of course, and improve a little bit my initial idea and just make the pick work.
yeah,
So yeah, probably I will swap Yasuo with Corki because Corki, yeah, it's not a hard champion and it's ADC. I actually enjoy playing Corki
yeah.
and
No,
Tristana.
I definitely think you should look into champs like Corki. It will just make the climb a lot easier. That champ is so straightforward. Like you can play him after like 5 games of playing him. There's no hard mechanics. There's no combos. There's
Hmm.
nothing. You know, you just press your abilities. You have W escape, Q damage, E damage, R damage. R can be a bit hard maybe with like skill shot. You have to still predict your enemies and stuff, but that's the only hard part. Everything else is fairly simple.
Yeah, I 100% agree. So yeah, basically I will focus on playing no more than 3 champions
Yeah.
to our
And
next
you,
coaching
like I
session.
said, you should just play as much as you can. Like the more you play, the better. Like there's a limit. Obviously, you don't want to play 16 hours a day. But I'm
Ah,
just
yeah.
saying, like how much time you have is how much time you like. The more time you spend on the game is the better you become. Because when I play the game, if I play 8 hours every day for like 2 weeks and I start playing,
Hmm.
I'm like, holy shit, I'm fucking good at this game, you know? And then I take three
Yeah.
3 days break, and then I'm like, wait, I just lost my whole momentum and my flow, you know? So like the
Yeah, I know
more
how it feels.
consistent you play every single day, you're gonna just rapidly improve, you know? If you take 1 day break, of course it's fine, you know, everyone has a life, right? But I'm just saying the
Yeah,
more you play, the better it's gonna be. It's just how it is.
yeah, for sure. I will practice everything. Pro I still cannot believe you don't know how happy you made me when I read your comment. I mean, that actually made my day. And since one of my best friends is he's playing for 10 years, and of course we know you. I mean, of course you are the best Draven. Uh, I mean, no, not everyone knows because of Taiwan One, but we all know that you are the best Draven in the world. So I really cannot and how excited you made me. Probably you motivated me 3 times more than I was already motivated. And I really will follow any advice you have for me. I will try to be not annoying or spamming you with a lot of questions and stuff. Of course, when I have something important. And my idea, so I want to talk a little bit about the future, about our coaching sessions.
Hmm.
My idea is maybe course, from now on, I will start to record every game I play,
Yeah,
even if I'm not streaming.
yeah,
But yeah, I will try to make at least one coaching session with you every week or every 2 weeks.
yeah,
Uh, if I improve, I mean my rank, of course, that would be great. For
yeah,
example, next coaching session, I hope I will be at least Diamond 4 or Emerald 1.
yeah.
Or if I demote or decrease, of course, I will take coaching session. But yeah, basically that's my main idea with of working with you for the next months because I will probably need you till I get pro.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, it's just a lot easier when you have someone guide you, right? So I definitely agree. Like if you want to like actually start playing good and stuff, you should definitely get coached. One thing more I want to mention before we leave is that um, you should play the game to improve and not to
Yeah,
win,
I agree. That's
because
what yeah.
um, it's just so much different. So, for example, right now, like I told you a lot of things, and you
Mm-hmm.
might think like, oh, this is gonna be super easy. I'm just gonna go to diamond, right? But even some people that I coached, they have even gotten lower before in the beginning simply because they need to apply all those things that they did,
Yeah.
and then after that they start actually going up in rank because you have a lot of things to learn, and when you learn these things, you're gonna focus on that, and then you might lose on other things, and the games might be a bit harder. So I'm just saying, like, it should just be your main focus to improve every single time. It doesn't matter if you go on 5 lose streaks or you go on 5 win streak, or if you go up to master and then you demote to diamond 3. All of that,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It's just a number on your screen. What matters is how skilled you are and how much time you want to put into increasing that skill. So I don't like when I climbed, I peaked this season like 1,350 LP. I had that in mind. I didn't care if I lost 3 games in a row because I just thought, okay, I played good that game, I lost, happens. I played good the other game, I lost, happens. Maybe I played bad, the third game. Maybe I could have done something different, but most likely it was still a lost game. Sometimes you go
Yeah,
on
yeah,
lose
yeah.
streaks, that happens, and I didn't let that affect me, even if I lost 100 fucking LP or whatever. So just
Mm-hmm.
think about like playing the game to improve. It should just be to improve. Don't care about the number on the screen. It's meaningless. It will come with time anyways. You know, it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
how good you are and how willing you are to improve. That's what matters, and that will
And
come eventually as well if you just put the time in. But
yeah,
yeah,
we
man.
decided to change that mindset to that.
Yeah. Uh, I gotta go now. We've been going for quite a long time. I'm gonna go to the gym and stuff. So I'll cut the recording right here,